Get ready to enjoy the best podcast of your life on The Courtney Show podcast, fueled by Salt and Smoke.
Welcome to The Courtney Show.
Good morning. Welcome to the show. Just saw a weird headline. Valley Sports may drop Cardinals and Blues. What's that about?
It's in my Hollywood Outsider.
Really?
Coming up, yeah.
Whoa.
It's a big story.
What's going to happen? Back to KPLR?
That's what I'm
fine
hoping.
with that.
I know. I want to be able to watch these games.
I mean,
I'm sick of having to go through this stupid Valley.
Yeah. That's crazy. It's me and Brando.
Yeah, so far. I'm missing a couple.
Yeah, Chris is not going to be here today. He texted me yesterday. He said he's been a little distracted because he's got a lot of stuff to do. Not sure what that is. Maybe with Nikki's thing.
I would assume.
Her special.
Yeah, I know
thing.
he was going to her show last night.
Yeah, and I'm sure it was a late night last night, too. Funny Bone sold out show. All the proceeds went to Carol House Furniture's Fix It Clinic. I'm not sure if that's the exact name, but it's a cool thing that they do by getting pets spayed or neutered. So we don't have the problem with the shelters that we currently do.
Yeah, no kidding.
So that's cool. And she thinks she's doing one more, but I know he was there last night. Yeah, Monday. It was announced yesterday. I think it was on there. I'm not sure if it's sold out already. I'm sure it is.
I'll look.
I mean, to be able to see Nikki Glazer in a small comedy club is pretty incredible.
Yeah, I've had the good fortune.
And you're seeing her special while she works it all out and figures out what's going to be when in that special when she tapes it in a couple weeks in
it's like
Seattle.
a sneak preview. Yeah, December 4th. Oh, still get tickets for it.
Oh, that's good. Funny Bone.
I would go fast.
FunnyBoneSt.Louis.com. That's right? Mm-hmm. Okay. So no Tim. I did notice when I let Peebo out early this morning, like at 3, it was real foggy. But then once I got in the car to leave for work, it didn't look foggy at all.
I didn't see any fog.
I'm not sure what's going on there. But you know what I do have? And this is, it's my 31st anniversary of this.
31st anniversary.
I've been on the air for 31 years.
Oh, it's some sort of list. What always happens around Christmas
I can't guarantee that it's been going on since my very first interning job with Stephen DC back in 92, but it seems like I've been doing it for 31 years.
We've already talked about the Toy Hall of Fame.
Yep. Toy Hall of Fame though is like the last 15, 20. It's that one doesn't. I actually look forward to the Toy Hall of Fame. This is a nonsense. It's not Mother's Day. How much moms really earn? That's another one.
Yeah.
This is Christmas.
Oh, the list. The 12 days of Christmas, what it would cost.
That's
Dang
right.
How could I have forgotten?
What would the 12 days of Christmas cost?
Isn't it always the partridges that get
This year, I'm going to ask you, what do you think the highest priced item is and the lowest priced? But this year, the 12 days of Christmas, with a 2.7% change.
Ooh.
So not that big of a jump. $46,730.
Wow.
If you were to buy all of the 12 days of Christmas.
I mean, the gold rings,
All right, so
always high.
You got the drummers. They're drumming. There's 12 of them.
Yeah, and you pay for their time, right? They're not like indentured servants or something.
No. These are all they correlate this with jobs that exist and how much it would cost.
An hourly rate or whatever.
Hi, Tim. Just talking about the 12 days of Christmas and how much it would cost. It's my 31st anniversary.
That they every now and again, they figure out what it costs. This might be the first time it's ever been done.
Radio. How much?
It's $46,730. I'm asking
It's an increase.
How much? What is the most expensive thing? So you got the drummers. There's 12. Pipers piping. There's 11. You got the Lords of Leaping, the 9 ladies dancing, the 8 maids of milking, 7 swans of swimming, 6 geese a laying, 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. What is the most expensive thing?
Are the lords actual lords, been given lordships by the crown?
No.
Okay.
Now this one is, they figure how much it would cost them to hire 10 dancers from the Philadelphia Ballet.
Gotcha.
Okay.
I'm going to stick with my initial thought with gold rings.
5 golden rings.
Well, it depends how many
Is it
carat.
golden?
Yeah.
Gold.
It's not golden.
5 golden rings.
I don't think.
I don't know if it is.
gold.
I always say golden. You sang it last year a lot.
Yeah, golden. We said golden.
But is that the lyric? But if it's not, is it 5 gold?
It's just 5 gold
We said
rings.
golden.
I'm going with the first
5
lyric thing
gold.
I find.
5 gold rings.
This one says 5 golden rings.
That's what I always sang.
That's what I say.
But it says in here 5 gold rings.
I say whatever Miss
So you
Piggy
say-
sings.
It depends what caliber your pipers and drummers are.
All right, well, you just got to give me a guess,
Just
man.
some guy. I
Brandon's
imagine
going with the
swans are
rings.
expensive, right?
That's up to you to tell me.
I'll go with the swans.
It is not the swans. It is not the rings. It is actually 10 Lords of Leaping.
Really?
It would cost you $14,539 to hire 10 dancers from the Philadelphia.
Some expensive
Those aren't even
ballet.
lords, though.
And then what did you get? What was the one you guessed?
Me?
Yeah.
Swans and swimmings.
Yeah, see, I go with Piggy. Do it again, Piggy. Back it up, Pig. Here it is.
On the 6th day of Christmas.
Oh, we don't have this kind of time.
6 geese
Here it comes.
I always said gold. I always said golden.
She might not be right.
Your Swans of Swimming, $13,000.
Okay.
So pretty expensive. What is the cheapest thing on this list?
Oh, like the geese a laying?
No,
You get
those
geese
that,
for nothing.
That costs $780.
What?
But you got to get them
not bad.
lane.
Go to Rural
Nice.
King, man. You can get a 6-pack of geese.
What's a partridge go for nowadays?
$319. That stayed flat.
Oh, it did.
But the biggest jump in price, up 25% from last year, 2 turtle doves.
Oh, I wonder why. I
So
just
what-
walk outside and grab one.
What's the cheapest then? Partridge?
The cheapest is not partridge. It's actually
Pear tree.
8 maids of milking. $58.
That's because women don't make as much as men.
It's 8 women milking cows for an hour at the minimum wage, the federal minimum age of $7.25.
So you're not paying for the cows. If you were paying for the cows too, like had to buy them,
Yeah, but why buy the cow?
when you can have the whole. What is it? What's the saying?
When you get the milk for free.
Yeah, that's it.
And those maids, when you get the milk for free, the maids for minimum wage.
That's true.
So what's happening?
Man, I left a little late. Long day yesterday, which I would love to tell you about. And there was a police officer right next to me, and I had decisions to make. And I'm like, I don't need to speed. I don't need to go 20 over, but like I'm going to go, I'm going to pass this
I have
cop.
followed you before on the highway. I think I'm fast. You're way faster than me. You really,
Really?
yes.
I might have been running late for something that day.
No, we were on our way both to the same meeting.
I was excited to be
You
there.
were really just
Boy, he's
on 2
full of
wheels.
excuses.
Maybe I knew you were watching and I was trying to impress. So this police, I don't know that I've, typically the police officer, you're like, well, I guess I'm just hanging back here.
That's what I'm doing.
Until this guy disappears. But today I was like, because I kind of had a feeling maybe Chris wasn't coming in. And I'm like, I got to go for it. So I passed him like pretty briskly, and I was just like, he pulls me over. I'll tell him I work with Courtney Landrum. Like, it'll be
And
fine.
he will give you a bigger fine.
Yeah.
Take
I'm like,
him to jail.
Yeah, he'd be in jail now.
he does nothing. Like in my head, he's looking but I'm just like, he's just consistent. And I'm like,
How many miles over the speed
felt pretty
limit
good.
briskly did you pass
I
him?
tried to keep it at 9, but I probably accidentally hit 11 or 12.
I wonder what police officers
flaunting it.
think of that. Like they're going the speed limit,
I'd take that as a challenge.
or they're going 5 miles over the speed limit, and you pass them.
Yeah, was he going exactly the speed limit?
Felt like he might have been going a little over.
So you were
Just
probably
slightly.
13 miles over. Because you were going
No, he was
9
looking-
No,
miles
I'm comparing it to the speed
To
limit.
the speed
to
limit.
the actual
Yeah.
speed limit.
All right, so you passed him nothing.
So nothing. And I'm feeling pretty good about myself because I think he's also probably thinking this person doesn't have a care in the world or they wouldn't even be doing that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they know you're clean.
They're not, right? Yeah,
You're
exactly.
not driving dirty.
Yes, I'm just a guy going to work. So,
And now that you've got that confidence of your tag being
an actual.
Oh, yes.
street legal.
That's probably a big part of it, honestly, because
You're
we're
like,
so
you're
long.
just driving with confidence
Yes,
now.
I shuddered in the face of authority for too long. So I'm like feeling really good about passing. I'm like, oh, this is good. I think I'm going to make it. And then that Plaza Frontenac light turns on and the cop, it just pulls up right behind me again.
Oh,
So
it's
like,
just for nothing.
I smoked him for nothing. And then I got caught at the French Street down there.
Is that
the
called
bad
French
one?
Street?
Not
I
Ballas,
didn't know
but
that.
no, it's like Rue de la Banque or
Yes,
something. Which
yes,
I think
yes.
just means like
Yes.
street with a bank on it.
I think you get to Lion's Choice that way, too.
Oh, yeah, I think you're right. But it's called something else. It has
Yes,
a
it
different
is.
name. If you go to the bank, it's called Rue de la Banque. And the other one's just like
I bet you're right.
Lion's Choice drivers. You caught at that one forever, and then I missed my usual cheat turn because I was like, you know what? I already was pushing it with the cop, and there's cars around. I'm not going to do the...
Oh, you got stopped at the...
So I hit this light, and it took forever.
yeah.
So I heard the whole show start. I heard everything.
It hurts, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like, just let me in there. I have things to say.
Yes. I want to get in. I know what Nikki's show is. I want to get in on this.
Did you go last night?
Didn't know. I left here yesterday about 10:40, went to the recording studio, and was there for over 12 hours
Good Lord.
because we recorded a Christmas song.
Oh.
The old
really?
punk rock Christmas crew got together, recorded a Christmas song that I hope to play next week.
That's exciting.
Yeah, I'll give you guys a little. Yeah, because you got to mix it, you got to do all the stuff to it. But yeah, we
You gotta shine it up.
Yeah, you got to shine it up. It is a St. Louis Christmas song.
It is? That's so cool.
So fun.
I bet
Just-
it'll be, I bet that thing locally, if it's good.
Yeah.
And I'm hopeful it is.
We'll
I don't
find
want to
out
have to
if it
tell
is.
you
Do you
it's
think
good if
it'll
it's
replace
not.
the Channel 5 Happy Holidays?
That's going to take a lot of work to replace that classic.
I mean, we've learned it's not theirs.
I know.
It's a national thing.
It's theirs to me.
None of
this
my
could be
guys
us.
were familiar with that because I had a part of the song where it
Well, you could have done like...
like tip of the cap to that.
Yeah.
Christmas in St. Louis, old man winter's
Yes.
back.
Yes, it's great.
And people weren't familiar.
What is happening?
I know, what
This
is
group
happening?
that you're in,
No, it's
You
not
need
on
a new
them.
group.
I'm blaming them.
It's for the best. I'll play you guys. I'll give you guys a little sneak peek.
Because right now, that other, the big St. Louis viral song is
Andrew from
your
Ludo,
friend
yeah.
Andrew,
And
who
if-
everybody keeps sharing on the Great Taste Gang. Do they know that?
It's my guy. I
Yes.
don't know. But what's so
And
funny
he's
is
been working on it for how many years?
he's been working on it for years, but I didn't think it was going to come out this quickly. So then we started working on ours, which is, it's a very different thing. And then Andrew put his out. I'm like, oh, everyone's going to think that I was like, well, here's my St. Louis song.
Yes.
His has been a project forever. I didn't know it was coming out. And then we were working on ours for a while. So, but it's great. He put out a Christmas song too, which is awesome. And it's all just plenty of
Everybody's
music
happy for each other.
people to enjoy.
His video is exceptional.
Absolutely. It's amazing.
Who did the video?
He did. He did
Oh,
that too.
wow. The
Yeah.
video.
Oh, really?
The video is, the song's great, of
Yeah.
course, but the video is exceptional.
Yeah,
the footage he found,
Yep. He's a genius.
and it's real.
Yeah.
It's so real. It
Yes.
hurts a little.
Yes.
But it's reality.
Yeah, and people are. It is kind of growing. It's pretty cool to watch what it's done just this week, last week.
Yeah.
It's cool.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I know. I asked, I think when Tim started with us, I'm like, hey, can you get Andrew to write a Courtney Show theme song? No offense against yours.
Oh, it's all right.
This is a long time.
Andrew's got a little more credibility.
I
than
was
me.
just, I wanted, an 80s jingle.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, that may be, that's never going to happen.
That might take.
It may take
some time.
10 years.
Yeah.
I'll be retiring.
I love the idea. Yeah.
I think this is before yours even started. Like we even had yours. I can't remember.
Oh, no. You asked me, like, one of the first things you asked me was, like, hey, can you do an 80s theme
Yeah.
song for the show?
That's really what I wanted.
We talked about it at the old place.
Yes,
Andrew's
I've
thing.
always
Yeah.
wanted, like, this has been a goal of mine for many, many years. Brando, what about you? Anything of note to talk about today?
I mean, nothing crazy. We kind of sat down with the kids last night at the dinner table and we're asking about, like, Christmas lists, getting that sort of stuff ready. And once again, it's a real slow start for them. I don't think they understand the importance of, like,
You can't wait.
get this on the list early. Because what they'll do is, like, 2 days before Christmas, you know what I really want,
Stuff
Mom?
has to be built.
Yeah. Like, hey, you need to get this, get out ahead of this. So I don't know. So far, it's It's very dismal. I'm hoping that this weekend they pull it together because it's going to be a lot of sweaters and socks.
Yeah, it's their fault.
Yeah.
It's pressure, though, as a kid.
Yeah, but you got to be thinking about this leading up.
I think some kids are like ready to go, don't you think?
Yeah.
They've been waiting since June to get something on that list.
I was always pretty good at that. I'm famously easy to buy for because I'm into so many things and I like things, physical. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're like Phil Dunphy.
Yes.
Like Phil Dunphy's like Claire was always the worst gift giver, and she's like, I just cannot. You're the hardest person to shop for, and he's on camera going, I am the easiest person to shop for, and he just starts rattling off the most ridiculous things that he wants. She gives him coupons for hugs. That coupon thing. It may have worked for a couple years for people like, isn't that sweet? Don't do that coupon thing.
I wish the kids would always do that. Like when they're little, like as a school project, like you should come home with a list of coupons because you can kind of cash in a couple before they try to just shirk all of them.
Yeah, my friend said that her husband gave her some of these coupons once, and anytime she tried to redeem a massage, she's like, nah, not tonight. What are these for? It's not when you feel like it. It's whenever
Now,
I
read the
feel
fine
like
print.
it.
Look at the back of the coupon.
You can't talk to their manager. Like if they say no, you're
All right, well, let's get on with the show. 12. Nope, it's not 12 Days of Courtney's Christmas, is it?
no.
13. It's 13. Darn it. We got to change that next year. No,
It's only the 2
We
days
gotta build
now.
a song that's like 4 passes to the Magic House, 2 Cardinals tickets.
I mean, I think we'd run out
Yeah, we would.
Yeah.
with the list of prizes you win this week.
And
So
a Rubbermaid spatula.
We'd have to keep
it's
rewriting
so
this.
great.
I
That's a
know.
great ending. Yeah, you'll get that Rubbermaid spatula and much, much more. And that's not just a line like hot dogs and more. There's a lot of stuff. And we'll be giving you a chance to win a Courtney Christmas sometime during the show between now and 10 a.m. But
Now? It's now?
It's not now.
Oh.
It's not now. But we also have Alanis Morissette tickets with Throwback Live, Ringling Brothers tickets, First 5 Notes. It's Thursday, which means we'll do a Quartz Court, and lots of other stuff, including the Hollywood Outsider, which is upcoming. It's actually next. If you guys want to text us, be a part of the show in any way, we'd love to hear from you. Cheney Window and Door text line 314-669-4665.
The Hollywood Outsider on 106.5 The Arch.
Brought to you by the Funny Bone Comedy Club at Westport and Streets of St. Charles. Tonight through Sunday night, Joe DeVito is at Westport and Kenny DeForest is at Streets of St. Charles. You can get tickets at stlouisfunnybone.com. Remember when Meghan Markle claimed that there were members of the royal family who were concerned about the skin color of her then unborn child with Prince Harry? Remember that story? We didn't know who they were talking about or who she
Like
was talking about.
staffers
Yes,
or
people
family.
were saying blah, blah, blah. Well, now we sort of do. An author named Omid Scobie wrote a book called Endgame, Inside the Royal Family and the Monarchy's Fight for Survival. So in the book, he does not name who was having the conversation because of libel law, so he doesn't want to get sued.
Okay.
However, several copies of the book were translated into Dutch and released. And during the translation process, they must have used an earlier edition, like before they had like taken that stuff out.
Oh, really?
And so it got published. So it got published into Dutch. Well, somebody read it and was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And so the two people that were talking about the skin color issue, according to this book, were King Charles and Kate Middleton.
What?
I mean, Charles, you expect it, but everybody loves Kate. Kate can do no wrong. Apparently, she was the one.
That is quite a scandal.
Man, that's the most scandalous people it could be.
Yeah. Right.
It's the two.
Anyone else?
We all know Camilla's talking about it.
Yes, and Camilla would not be shocking.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, it's. I don't know more about the book. Like, did Meghan have something to do with this book, or I don't know many more of the details. But that's what's come out today. That this is they think an early edition of the book that got released, and now they's a scrambling.
Yeah.
So this is a big local bombshell we kind of alluded to earlier this morning. The Cardinals and Blues may need to find a new broadcast home by this time next year. So that bankrupt Bally Sports says it plans to drop regional sports broadcasts possibly in September of 2024. KSDK was reporting that starting yesterday, I believe they had that up. So
is what we're saying that Bally's, the entity, is no longer going to kind of sponsor the card? Like, I'm unclear about
what that
ownership,
means.
or is Bally's Sports an entity that will instead program other things on it?
I don't know what else they will do. If they're not going to cover regional sports, are they just like ESPN then? They're just going to try to be a sports network?
Is it a Fox? No, is it a Fox network?
I don't think it is anymore. I thought that was the Bally part.
I was under the impression. I don't know. I don't have a clue how it works.
Well, apparently they don't either because they're going bankrupt.
Yeah, that's true.
They're a bunch
Maybe
of
I
dummies.
should take over.
Yeah, slide in. So yeah,
It is a part of Fox Sports.
But
It
maybe
is,
they
okay.
sold the name rights.
Yeah, maybe that's the
to
deal.
Bally.
Like they have to find another advertiser.
Yeah. No.
The Fox people. I don't know.
They're not gonna honor those contracts. I think is what's gonna happen.
We should
Got it.
We'll talk to old character.
They'll go bankrupt and then they don't have.
Yeah,
to,
I'm confused.
Yeah, I am too.
But they're saying at least for the Major League Baseball side, like MLB may pick up some of the games. So like MLB Network or something would maybe carry some, but it could go back to. It could go to anybody. It could go back to old Channel 11.
That would be great. People are about to text in and explain it to us, and 10% of them will be right.
Vehemently.
Yeah.
This is what's happening.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
they'll read and be like, no, that's not it at all. Shannon Doherty says her stage 4 cancer has spread to her bones. She told People magazine, I don't want to die. I'm not done with living. I'm not done with loving. I'm not done with creating. I'm not done with hopefully changing things for the better. She was originally diagnosed with breast cancer back in 2015. She had a mastectomy and chemotherapy and radiation following that. And her cancer did go into remission in 2017, but then it came back in 2019. And that's what she's been dealing with. So,
It's so terrible.
Yeah, we really hope for the best for her. Henry Kissinger has passed away. Guy was 100.
I
100.
didn't realize he was still around.
Yeah.
I knew he was still alive, but for some reason I didn't realize he was had hit 100. You feel like that's everybody knows when you hit 100. But anyway, he was
in 1923.
he was a Holocaust survivor, a Harvard professor during his time as Nixon's top foreign policy aide, won a Nobel Peace Prize for negotiating America's exit from Vietnam, and just always has been a part of the conversation. In all the years that he's been around since then. He was even on, I think we talked about it this morning, I think he was on the Theranos board. It was one of the people.
Yeah, he testified somewhere when he was 95.
Yeah, he was one of those guys, because they're like all those dignitaries ended up wrapped up in that
is so
story.
crazy.
Frances Sternhagen also has passed away. You might remember her from Cheers, where she played Cliff Clavin's mom. She also played Charlotte's mother in Mother-in-law, excuse me, Sex and the City. And also was in Stephen King's Misery. She was the
sheriff's wife.
Yeah, the sheriff's wife. She worked for the police.
She's
department.
great. You would know exactly who she is. She was so great as Bunny McDougal on Sex and the City. She was terribly mean.
And she's so funny.
What was the actress' name again?
Frances Sternhagen. If you see her,
You'll know
she's got a
exactly.
real distinct
Yes.
voice and everything, but she was 93. Very funny lady. If you're wondering which Willy Wonka Timothy Chalamet might be channeling in his new movie, it sounds like it'll be the Gene Wilder version. We'll see.
Of course.
Yeah. He says he loves Gene Wilder's Willy Wonka, and it's the version that he grew up on. So he doesn't say he's doing an impression of it, but that's clearly the one that has stuck with him. But he thinks Johnny Depp's version was, quote, very bold.
Yeah, it's not my thing.
It was too bold.
Keep in mind, he also dated Johnny's daughter, Lily Rose, for like a year and a half. So
Oh, yeah.
maybe he
Listen,
can't say anything bad.
But Willy Wonka, the reason it's so good is because you don't know what he's going to do.
Yes.
It's not he's immediately creepy.
And I think that
He
was
just turned, like, the more you find the dark side of him, that's the best part of it, the mystery.
Yeah.
I thought that was Gene's, like he said, like,
Yes.
I'm not going to play him, and I'm not going to do it unless I can do it this way.
Yeah, it was
And
the
they
whole,
were like, okay.
the entrance
Yeah,
when he
he
meets
wanted
the
to do
kids.
that where he flips
He's like
and-
walking with a cane, and then he does the somersault.
Is that way you never know?
Yes.
The whole movie.
It's so,
What this guy was all
it's
about.
just, there was just a perfect performance.
Yeah, Wonka hits theaters December 15th. That's coming up. If you've dumped X a.k.a. Twitter, like me, Elon Musk has a special message for us all. He says, go blank yourself. So he was responding to a question asking how he felt about Disney pulling their advertising from X. And that was just a blanket statement to all the advertisers and basically everybody that has walked away from X. And then plus that new, you see that CEO gal?
Yeah.
She's just like sitting
She
in
was
the
there
audience.
to try to woo advertisers, and
Yeah.
he was on something.
She was NBC. I think she was at NBC. She was like some high-ranking NBC Universal exec, and she quit to go to this job. And everybody's like, what was she thinking? She got a lot of money, I'm sure. This year's Rockefeller tree was donated by Matt McGinley. Anybody know Matt McGinley?
Matt McGinley.
Tim
No.
will have a shot at it. He's the drummer of Gym Class Heroes. Maybe you knew him. I didn't know. He was the tree was grown on property that he owns in upstate New York. So this Eric Pawsey, I think is how you say his name. He's the Rockefeller Center's head gardener, and I guess he's been stalking this tree for like over a year. And finally went and knocked on his door. Was like, "Hey, how much for the tree?
Really?
We'd love to have your tree."
I was wondering how they get it. Like, who is the person that goes and do people submit their trees?
I would think some of
this
them
guy
do.
knocked on his door.
Yeah, it was just like, I like that tree. I want that tree.
That's an interesting story.
Yeah, so he
Jealous the
donated
guy from Gym Class Heroes has all that property.
I know. Who knew that they did so well?
That's crazy, right?
Yeah.
Maybe he's just got a little piece of land with one tree on it. And he's like, well, I guess you can
Why
have
would
my
he
one
give that
tree.
one tree up
He's like,
then?
how am I going to retire? That's awesome.
The writer-director of Love Actually has a confession to make. He says the scene with Andrew Lincoln and Keira Knightley with the signs, he said, I'll admit it's a little weird. I don't remember the movie that
Okay,
well.
so the signs are because Keira Knightley marries his best friend.
And he just
And
like shows
he's
up
always,
at the door.
He's always really cold to her. But then she gets the wedding video, and it's all just shots of her. He's in love with her.
Yes.
So
Okay,
they're
I remember that
married,
now.
and then he shows up at her door because it's Christmas. It's the time you tell people how you feel, and lets her know that the reason he's so
Why
cold
doesn't
is because he's in love with her. And it's like, well, it's his best friend. It's not a
He's
cool
telling
thing.
his best friend's wife that
Yes.
he's in love with her.
Yes.
And why does he use the signs? Why doesn't he just say it?
Because he doesn't want her husband to know she's saying it's carolers at the door. So he's playing music.
Oh, and then doing the signs.
Yes.
Oh, see, I don't remember this movie very
I
It'd be even
found
weirder
it
if
to
he
be,
looked out and saw, what are all those signs you're
at the
holding?
time I saw it,
Where
I
are
found
the
it to be
carolers? I hear them.
extremely romantic. Like, it's terrible.
But then she's just like, okay, good to know, and
Yeah.
goes about her life.
Yeah, that's it. But then she now knows why he's so mean to her, I guess.
Oh.
I don't know.
It always reminded me of the NXS video.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Where they're
Illuminate. Na, na, na.
Well, what makes him decide to finally?
You don't know. You don't get to see any of that.
Like, he just shows up. One
Yes.
We need a part 2 of this story. What happened with
day.
it?
Weird.
Sebastian Stan is going to play a young Donald Trump in a new movie called The Apprentice. It'll follow Trump in the 70s and 80s as he builds his real estate business.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Same guy's playing Tommy Lee.
Yeah.
And Donald Trump.
And you know there's going to be lawsuits again. If this is like a negative take on, they're going to try to take it out. We'll see. I'm sure we'll hear more about this story. CBS is canceling Bob Hart's, what is this show called?
Oh, Bob Hart's
Abishola.
Abishola.
Abishola?
Man, CBS has just mowed down their lineup.
Yeah, they're going to let it go for its 5th season, and then that's the end. So maybe they'll have some sort of resolution to it if you're a fan of the show. The Masked Singer was on last night. Big spoiler if you missed the show. And here we go. O-Town boy band star Ashley Parker Angel was unmasked last night. They had, in the story, they said, boy band superstar. I was like, no.
Was there a
Star.
And he's not in it anymore. O-Town still tours and stuff,
But I
he's
mean,
not in it.
superstar?
No.
No.
Was there a reality show with him?
Yes.
I watched it, I think, for a little while. I didn't know who he was when I started watching it.
That's the
O-Town
handsome
had
lad.
O-Town was a making the band show.
Not that.
Okay, and then he had his own thing on an obscure.
I don't know. Maybe
Yeah.
I'm thinking of somebody else.
Oh.
No, I think you might be right.
Spotify just released their annual Wrapped lists yesterday. So I saw people already starting to post on Facebook and whatnot, like what their top songs were on
Oh,
Spotify.
yeah.
I don't use Spotify, so I don't get that list, but these are like the major ones. So the most streamed artist in the U.S., Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift.
Most streamed song in the U.S.
A Taylor Swift song?
No, it's the same thing as the Apple. The Morgan Wallen song last night. Most popular podcast in the U.S.
Courtney Show?
It is the Courtney Show. We're
Powered
number
by
one,
Salt and
guys. No, I think we're in the top 10, I believe. The Joe Rogan's show.
yeah.
Most streamed artists globally.
What's his face?
Bad Bunny?
Yes.
Bad Bunny's number 2. Taylor Swift, number 1.
Wow.
And then most streamed song globally.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Kind of a surprise. Miley Cyrus's song.
Flowers.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, all those songs and artists are just kind of jockeying for number 1 on that list. And then Weird Al Yankovic, he got his yearly check from Spotify yesterday for $12.
That's not true.
He thanked his fans. I don't know. He's not a liar.
There's a label that's taking part of that. I don't know. That just seems...
That's crazy.
Because I'm making more than
Sickening.
$12 on Spotify. So there's just something's going on.
All right.
I'm Brando, your Hollywood outsider.
On the blog today, if you go to 1065thearch.com, and you need to because I put a lot of stuff up today, and I know Brando did as well, you can see maybe the first of its kind. It's a police chase. And it's the police are chasing a guy driving a truck hauling a house.
No way.
Yes. So this guy's hauling a
Poor people
house.
with a house.
I think he might have been drinking a little bit, possibly, and so he does not want to get pulled over. They ended up putting down those
Spike
spike strips, yeah. And it eventually ended when the guy drove off the road. He got arrested. No idea why he was speeding, but it happened on Thanksgiving. Why is somebody moving a house on Thanksgiving?
Well, I saw a house, like a mobile home on the way to when we went down to Bennett on 44 that was, I don't know if it got blown off the road or like what had happened, but it was not like crashed, but it was teetering on the side of the roadway to the point where I'm like, I don't know how they're going to get that off of the side of the road without like destroying the house. What a bummer. You're like, our house is showing up tomorrow.
Well, the police, yeah, right.
No, it's not.
Listen,
it was in a wreck.
Bad news.
Out your house.
A couple other headlines I found interesting, but didn't want to dig in any more than just the headline. 18-year-old in North Carolina caught stealing $425 worth of items from Dollar General on Sunday.
Oh,
that's a lot
That's
of
an arm
items.
load right there.
Yes.
That's a big coat.
There's a woman that was trying to pass counterfeit bills at Walmart, and she tried to eat the fake money while being detained.
Well, she printed it on fruit roll-up, so it was fine.
A 27-year-old male pest control worker in Florida was arrested because he was inside of customers' homes, including a 76-year-old woman, and he said that his zipper was broken and he needed their help.
Oh, jeez.
And then this is weird.
Creepy.
Guy just got his girlfriend's bite mark tattooed on his arm.
Oh,
Holiday love.
that's real true love right there.
Tim kind of likes it.
I like that.
He's like, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Instead of their lips, a bite mark.
Yeah.
Alex could have had Aaron's bite marks like tattooed on her because when he was little, he was a biter. Some kids are biters. Not like being mean. He just would like run up and go and like bite her leg. So
Really?
yeah, she could just have those tattooed. Like, look, this is one
These
from
are,
you,
there's-
and one from here.
Cool, yeah.
This is where you bit me.
All right, let's get a first look at your traffic still to come. No, we did not do Courtney Christmas early, so that will be coming at some point. And best things we saw.
The Courtney Show.
Can't wait to show my friends today. Best thing I saw yesterday.
Yesterday I saw this and it made me really laugh, and it's so true. And we may have done this before. The feeling of forwarding an email you have been accused of not sending is probably the same as winning a duel. It's so true.
Really good.
It's so true. And people that don't have the receipts on that kind of stuff, like I wrote you, and it's like, and you have there's nothing you can say because you're like, I didn't get it.
Right.
They need to show that
Like,
they
when did
said
you
that
send
email.
it to
If
me?
you
Yeah.
say that, if you say I had written you've got to then back that
Yeah.
up.
Prove it.
Because I mean, it's possible that I missed it. It is. But man.
Text too, where you're just like,
Yeah, I know. Nick will be like, I called you twice. I'm like, last call I had was this one. And then Morkless Mindy from O'Fallon sent this into the text line, and it just made me laugh. You know those little, it's like one tire and people stand on it and they ride. It's like, you know,
Yeah. Nathan's got one of those. He took it.
what is it called?
unicycle?
No, they're standing.
He had a name for it.
On
We
the-
just called it the wheel.
Yeah, it's like a little wheel. Here's
It's
yeah.
like and it's motorized.
yeah, it's motorized. It looks very dangerous.
It's a real neck breaker.
Yeah. But Mindy sent in this, and it's a guy riding one, or on one of those. Whenever I see someone on one of these, I like to imagine they started out with a much larger vehicle, and their journey has been riddled with mishaps.
That's great.
Very, very funny. Thank you, Mindy. All right, what about you guys?
This is from the dad. He said, there's really no need to fancy up by adding the prefix wood fire. It's pizza. I don't care if you cooked it under the hood of a car. I'm going to eat it.
I think it makes a difference. Wood fire says something. You have a special.
You know what type.
You have a special way of cooking it,
But
that
wood-
is different.
But like I doubt there's anybody that only eats wood fire pizza.
No, of course
You know what
not.
I mean?
But this is what sets them apart from other
Yeah,
pizza
you
places.
know what you're getting.
Yes.
It's going to be a little burned. You
I
better
don't
be
mind.
okay with it.
Uh-huh.
It doesn't bother me.
My friend has one of those at home.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and whenever we go over there for a pizza party, my other friend, Chet, is always like, yeah, can we cook it? Can we cook this thing? Because he never wants to burn it.
Yeah.
So it never feels like it's completely cooked.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
Well, that's
tricky.
my kids hate wood fire pizza because they're like, oh, it's burned. And oh, I don't want the burn part.
I don't mind a little burn.
It's a carcinogen is the problem, but it's good. And this is from Russell Shaw. He said, I've never welded, but I have joined 2 small bars of soap into a single larger one without any kind of formal training.
That is very funny. I like that a lot.
All right, I got a few here. I'm tired. This is a tweet from Jasmine Sanders. I'm tired of being the only one who cleans, pays all the bills, cooks every day, and does dishes in this house. I'm the backbone of this family. I live alone, but still. Online Sean tweeted, my coworker is pregnant and they passed around a card and I didn't know what to write, so I just wrote, have a good baby, Tanya. This is appropriate for here. This is Hella Kira on Twitter. Office culture is someone bringing in donuts and everyone for some reason refusing to take a whole one and cutting off 3/8 of the donut. And then at the end of the day, there's like 17 25ths of 9 different donuts
I
left.
know.
Yeah, it is weird. I'm like, I just want a whole one. Why?
Yeah, but if there's a knife mark there, I'm going in for the one that somebody left behind.
For sure.
Before
Like
you cut into another, although if it's different flavors.
But if it's only a thing that happens at work. Like if you're at a party, if you're with your family,
Take
and
the
like
whole
that
donut.
type of thing
Waste.
isn't happening.
Yeah. But sometimes I don't want to hold it. What if I don't like it? I'm cutting a piece first.
Whole donut.
All right.
If I don't like it.
Those are the best things we saw. Go to the Courtney Show STL. Follow us, won't you? Maybe we'll be doing something with spatulas on Instagram for the end of the year. That's right. So follow us on Instagram, and you could maybe win something in the future. The Courtney Show STL. Same goes for Facebook. We've got Food Court coming up next. It is the Courtney Show on 106.5 The Arch.
Food Court.
106.5 The Arch.
Food Court is brought to you by the Schnucks Rewards app. Earn 2% back on the Schnucks Rewards app. Download that app, people. Yesterday I was by Steak and Shake on Hampton, and I got chili 5-way.
Oh, yeah?
Ooh, nice work.
When's the last time you had that? But here's my question. I couldn't figure out what the 5th ingredient was. So you've got the spaghetti noodles.
Noodles.
You got the chili.
Sauce.
Well, the chili.
Oh,
You got the chili.
Sure.
You have the onion and cheese.
Oyster crackers count?
No,
I just had 5.
no. Spaghetti noodles,
Yep.
Chili.
chili, cheese, onions.
Oh, it's the meat.
But that's the chili.
No, I think they count that separate. I think the sauce
Yeah. Come on.
and the meat. That's 2 things.
It's one thing. It's their chili.
I think those are 2 things.
All right, but
I'll ask the-
but if it's been a while since you had it, I had it for 2 meals.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah, so I had it for lunch and then for dinner, and it was perfection.
Wow.
So if it's been a while, Nick was asking me yesterday because then I got him in the mood for chili for dinner last night. And he's like, how come we don't have any chili parlors around here? And I told him because people don't want chili in the summer. People are weird about, to have like a bunch of different chilies would be a cool idea, but only if it was maybe a cold weather thing. But he says he could have chili 12 months a year.
Define chili parlor.
Like,
that's their specialty.
Yes,
place.
like in Cincinnati, I think they got a bunch of those chili parlors.
Skyline.
Yeah, he's not a fan of that place because too much cinnamon. He does not like cinnamon in his chili.
Sure.
Shocking, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it says spaghetti topped with chili.
You're right.
Our special chili sauce, extra chili beef, shredded cheddar and jack cheese, and fresh diced onions. So
All
it's
right.
Not quite exactly what I said. They're not counting the noodles, I guess.
think it's the special sauce, possibly, that's the fifth.
Yeah.
And extra beef. It's the beef.
I don't know. It's
sauce
good.
with like the worst shirt.
Listen,
I think
you're
it's
stretching
sauce.
it out. Chili 5-way sounds way better than chili 4-way. I get it, but come on, people. So, yeah, that's a chili parlor. Do you agree? I just don't think it could survive the
Just
summer.
chili? No.
Like a bunch of different chilies, like Skyline.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to work.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was telling him. There's just not a great place for chili to go in and get a solid bowl of chili. Like a quick place, a fast casual place.
Yeah,
like
that's true.
diners. Like
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, I want chili. I'd like to pick it up and bring it home.
I think the only place I think of for chili is Steak and Shake.
Yeah.
Wendy's goes in on chili, don't they?
I've never had Wendy's
He does
chili.
not like Wendy's chili. I do like Wendy's chili.
Yeah.
But you're right. Wendy's does have a solid chili. You know
I
that
don't really like chili. Like
you
I'm not a
like
big-
Alex's.
I like hers. And I do like Skyline chili. I've had it. The cinnamon doesn't bother me. And I really like Steak and Shake chili, but I'm real picky about chili.
You know what you can get at Wendy's if you like chili? You can get chili cheese fries.
Oh, yeah.
See, that would be good.
Yeah.
I like it as an addition, on like fries or tater tots or something. That's a good way to do it.
A lot of people texting about O.T. Hodges chili. I totally forgot about them.
Oh, yeah. Whatever.
I haven't heard that name in so long. And where is
Is it
it?
still around?
I've been there,
I
right?
associate it with the city. Boy, I forgot.
Everybody, Todd, Chris, 636.
So it's Crestwood, Sunset Hills, Sappington. That's where
Heather.
Yes.
they don't seem to have a website.
Picture
That's not helping.
but by where Crestwood Mall was.
A lot of people saying I could eat chili 12 months a year and soup 12 months a year. Nick will make a summer batch of chili every once in a while because it's easy and it keeps for a good amount of time. And it just gets better.
O.T. Hodges.
That is funny. Somebody's
He was
text just
born
made me
in
funny.
Perry, Illinois in 1872. Otis Truman Hodge.
So where is it?
OT.
Where are the existing O.T. Hodges?
They don't have a website, which is, at least I haven't found it yet. I'm still looking.
I wonder if at Steak and Shake you can get their chili and a little cheese on their French fries. Because, man, would that be good? I don't need to have more fattening things in my life. I already have plenty. That's why I don't try things that sound too good. Because I'm like, if I don't know about it and it doesn't exist in my life of loving it, then I won't order it. I just have enough bad things that I enjoy.
Yeah. This
All right.
says 9250 Watson Road, Crestwood, Missouri.
So that's the only one.
I guess it's
still around?
real vague.
Yeah.
Texas are coming. Texas.
Texas?
Well, that's how we say it. So now that's how I say it. Texts are coming in fast and furious. If you could take a look at those, Tim, while I'm giving you more stories. You're going to like this
You got
next
it,
one.
Courtney.
Tim's going to really like this next one. Kraft is introducing Kraft Not Mac and Cheese.
What the hell does that mean?
It's a terrible name. They are going to feature a dairy-free alternative to its usual powdered cheese because that powdered cheese for Kraft Mac and Cheese does have dairy.
Yep.
Oh.
It's going to be, but it's a bad name. Kraft Not Mac and Cheese. Shouldn't it be Kraft Mac and not cheese?
Yeah.
That's a good point.
It's going to be showing up in grocery stores soon. 2 varieties, original and white cheddar with shells. I'll try it. But it's the first time Kraft has offered a vegan plant-based option.
It's a big deal because a lot of these fake mac and cheeses are pretty good, and they're missing out.
I'll
That's
try it.
That's exciting.
I mean, it's not like when you eat Kraft macaroni and cheese, you're just doing a powdered cheese.
Uh-huh.
So who cares?
Yeah, right?
But the vegan cheese sauce is made with fava bean protein and coconut oil powder, which they say has a similar taste, look, and feel. And they describe it as mouth-watering. I don't know about that craft, but we will.
easy.
I mean, that's got to be good news for people that don't eat dairy.
Yeah, I'm excited about that.
Are you finding out?
I'll wait on the chili stuff.
Okay.
There used to be one at Union Station. I remember
that
and
one.
I remember a Crestwood one, too.
The address that it sent me to, I'm on Google Street View, and they ain't nothing in this building. So I don't know. Okay, it's there maybe somewhere.
People are weighing in.
Man, the people are.
Oh, Freddy's has great chili, somebody's saying.
Oh yeah,
I've
it's in
never
a
tried
terrible
theirs.
place for me. I'm not going to be a frequent customer because the one closest to me, I'm just not dealing with that area.
Somebody, an 815 says Sonic has awesome chili. Guys, you can't go to Sonic.
You're not supposed to go there.
I'm
right?
telling you,
Talk about that?
their chili cheese dog, sometimes it hits the spot.
The old Sonic dog?
I don't mind it. Do we? And we don't have a Chopped here either, do we? CHOPT.
I don't think we do.
They have 80 locations across the country.
It's a salad
Place. They call themselves the Creative Salad Company. It's like the main thing that they serve. Well, there's a woman in Connecticut, and she just filed a lawsuit after an ingredient she did not ask for ended up in her salad, and the ingredient was a finger.
Oh, come on.
It got chopped off.
She was eating her salad. No, this is a for real thing. So she was eating her salad. This is terrible. I shouldn't even tell you.
Oh,
Yeah,
she
I don't
bit
think
into it?
I don't think I want it.
She sure did.
Let's talk about chili again.
So the manager of the store was chopping arugula, and part of her left index finger was chopped.
Come on.
How did she not
Chopped
know?
and chopped. She did. She had to be rushed to the ER.
And they didn't
But the store stayed open, and they still served some of the lettuce she'd been preparing.
Oh, well, that's on them.
This
They're
is going
they're
to-
gonna lose.
This is going to mess with this woman the rest of her life. How does it not?
Man, they are sued.
She says it happened in April, but she just filed this past Monday, and I'm not sure what the lawsuit.
Looks like the closest Chopped is in Nashville.
Any, you want to bring up any of the chili stuff, Tim?
Yeah, people weighing in. Kim Vineyard says Cracker Barrel has good chili. A lot of people saying different places.
No, nothing definitive on this place that we don't know if exists anymore.
No, somebody. Chris Ritter said the downtown OT Hodges was on Pine across from the Metropolitan Square
We
building.
don't need was, we need is.
Yeah, I don't think there's
I don't think
one
it's
around.
around anymore.
Was not was. Good band.
Open the door. Everybody walk the dinosaur. People are
Where's that for a GTG request for the day?
People are weighing in on different places. Oh, Mike Duffy's has great chili. And then somebody says, Waffle House has good chili sometimes.
Probably depends on your current state as well.
Like sometimes they
This
get
is
it
the
right.
best chili I've ever had.
Yeah, no kidding.
Not going to regret this
tastes
decision
great.
at all.
Yeah, somebody else. Don't sleep on Waffle House. Yeah, not
We don't have
definitive.
there's no Waffle Houses. There's not a ton of them in our area.
I know of one that I used to work nearby, and
I've never been. I have never been a fan.
I've never been to a Waffle House.
Oh, I have. Whenever
know
we
anything
go to
about 'em.
Hilton Head, we try to stop at them, and I never understood.
No
what-
one's a fan.
No, but I mean, if there's Denny's available,
There are people that
I'm
swear
not
by
going to
Waffle
Waffle
House.
House.
There's something about the vibe.
If there's a IHOP
I'm not
available,
going to say that Denny's is far superior to Waffle House.
I liked the
I'm not gonna-
Shoney's back in the day.
I just don't think
I was a
they're
Shoney's fan.
It seems to me that their waffles should be exceptional if that's the name, and they're not.
They're not. That is true.
Really?
You know
They're
that-
nothing. They're
know
like
what?
they're like a Eggo.
You
Well,
know
what are they doing?
Other Tim from Ludo's famous Waffle House quote? If you don't find a hair in your food, it's not because it wasn't there. You just didn't find it.
I think we'll end on that note. That is your food court, and it's brought to you by the Schnucks Rewards app. I don't think I've seen as many texts recently as the chili.
Well,
text.
this is chili time, so I mean, it's on everyone's mind.
Somebody's saying this is the old OT Hodges. It's now called Big Ed's Chili Parlor.
Oh, so
see, maybe that's why
what's
it's
Big
not
Ed?
really
Is Big
quite
Ed
showing up.
All right.
JJ Twiggs has
Ooh,
great
that
chili.
JJ
man.
Twigs has incredible pizza.
That's on
I've had
Hampton.
I don't know. They always bring it in for TMA. They have a
It's on
deal with
Hampton.
them, and it's good.
We need to get a deal with them.
I know.
All right,
Right,
traffic.
Cafe.
You can do it!
I see dead people.
Hello, Newman.
Where's the beach. What you talking about,
Throwback Live.
All right, it's time for a little Throwback Live. Today, our contestants. I'll be playing for Linda from South County. Brando, you've got Mandy from Wentzville. Tim, you have Angela from South County all week long. The winner gets a pair of tickets to see Alanis Morissette Hollywood Casino Amphitheater on July 23rd.
Throwback Live is brought to you by the Madison County Firemen's Bingo Hall with a chance to win $25,000 in their Crazy 8 raffle.
Welcome, Afton.
Hey, guys.
Welcome.
Welcome. Yes. It's good to be here. Ready for some Throwback Live?
Oh,
Yes.
Are we?
Okay.
Yeah.
Marty's going to play some throwback clips for you guys, and you're going to ring in with these sounds. Courtney, Brando, and Tim. Question 1, who's talking here?
Happy anniversary, Channel 5.
Oh, my gosh.
No. That sounds like a three-way
I
tie.
think it was.
I don't think it wasn't me.
You guys want to go halvesies then?
You don't think it was you?
I don't think I was
I
tied,
think,
no.
I think he doesn't know the answer and he wants us to go first.
No, that's not true. Bet my life on the answer. I was late.
All right, we're going to go halvesies then. 1, 2, 3.
Deanne Lane.
That's correct. We're
So
going to say Deanne
proud
Lane.
to have
Absolutely.
been part of the
Oh,
station
man.
and worked with so many outstanding people over the years.
I'm reading
Keep up the
this.
good work.
Well, yeah, right. Where's Deanne Lane now?
Yeah.
She's at Centene. I used to work with her there.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Or she was. I don't know if
interesting.
she's still there or not.
Okay, half a point. Oh, I accidentally gave it to Tim. Half a point, Courtney,
I'll take
and
it.
half a point, Brando. Good thing I'm writing in pencil today.
You really believed him that he said he was
I
going
did.
to answer that. He's like, I'll give him the point.
Yeah.
He's very trustworthy.
Question 2, who's talking here?
Hey, Mike and Kelly, you know,
Courtney.
Dan Gray.
No.
when I was in St. Louis with you two back in November, I heard KSD.
Tim.
Lester Holt.
Lester Holt is correct.
Big anniversary coming up, and now it's finally here.
And now it's finally here.
Coming up.
So excited. All right, question 3. Name this professional sports league.
How about you? You know what he just threw, Randy? What did he do? Ham bone! A what? A ham bone! God, I missed you.
It felt good. So good to say that. So good.
Brando?
I have no idea. I'm just laughing at ham bone. Horseshoes.
No. Courtney?
Cornhole?
No.
You know what he just threw, Randy? What did he do? Ham bone! A what? A ham bone! God, I missed you.
It felt good. So good to say that. So good.
What? I mean, it's a ham bone. Everybody, I mean,
Yeah,
it's
obviously.
silly.
How about you? You know what he just threw, Randy? What did he do? Ham bone! A what? A ham bone! God, I missed you.
It felt good. So good to say that. So good.
Man, there's a lot of people there. At the end, the announcer comes on and says there's a lead change. Which
Lots
makes
to
me
unpack
think it's
here.
probably not an individual sport. I mean, but I don't know enough about this.
I think it might be the NFL. I would try.
I'm going to say dodgeball.
3 in a row in the sports at Turkey. 4 in a row. is a
Bowling.
ham
That
bone.
was my other. That was I literally couldn't decide between those.
What's a ham bone?
Never heard
4
of
in a row.
4 in a row.
It's a made-up thing the announcer made up.
Got it.
And then everybody hates him for it because it's not a real term, and now it's a real term.
Now it's a real term
for
because he
years.
said it.
And I'm upset about it because it's not a real term. It's a 4-bagger.
Because
Is what it's supposed to be called.
Because you're a bowler.
Bowler, yeah.
I agree
Not
with
just a
you.
bowler, he's a bowling purist.
It's not a real
Obviously.
thing to me either.
Man, I almost had that
It's
one.
a bummer. Okay, we have 1 point Tim, half a point Courtney and Brando. Question 4. Which TV show used this theme song? Courtney.
Ally McBeal.
That's correct. What was that lady's name? Vonda Shepherd.
She was the worst.
Yes.
They
She had
really,
another song that was like big.
they really wanted to make her something, and she was annoying.
Yeah.
She was a Carly Simon wannabe, I think.
Like she was something there for that song.
Everybody's still in, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it's like
We're going to go with that.
1 and a half, 1 and a half.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Yep, you got it. You're not even taking notes. Question 5. Name this backwards song title or artist. Tim. Journey is correct. And with that, it's another Tim Coffee win.
And that means it's a win for you, Angela from South County. Congratulations.
Thank you. That's awesome.
Angela, I never doubted for a second that we were weren't going to.
It was meant to be.
And Angela, look forward to next summer because Alanis Morissette's going to be at Hollywood Casino Amphitheater on July 23rd, and you will be there as well. We'll get you those tickets. Stand by, and we'll have another pair to give away tomorrow on The Courtney Show.
The Courtney Show.
So far, my favorite text of the day today, we were talking about chili. I don't know how we got on that, but that was a very popular topic in food court. But we were also talking about that salad place, Chopped. And the woman that chopped her finger off in the salad. Got a text from someone, and it made me really laugh. Years ago, someone in our office ordered food from a nearby Chinese restaurant and found a Band-Aid that had fallen off someone's finger. It was forever known as the Band-Aid place until it closed. Want to go to the Band-Aid place?
No.
Oh, my gosh. You guys can text us anytime. Cheney Window and Door text line, 314-669-4665. I saw this, and I thought it was kind of interesting. There was something going around on social media about things that we're glad that millennials ended or ruined. Things that have been a part of our lives, and then millennials came along and ended it. And you can decide for yourself. I'm going to give you a couple of them. The idea that work is the most important thing, or loyalty to the workplace.
Yeah, that's true. I was just talking to my cousin's son. He's fresh into the workplace, and he was talking about he's got a great job in D.C., and it was like, yeah, I'm doing this, and I'm hoping to move up, and if I don't, I'm just going to get a different job. And he's like, had no reservations about being loyal to this company. He's like, well, who cares? They don't care about you. Why would I care about them? And I'm like, way to go, buddy.
I was always like, oh, I'm so thankful that you hired me.
Yeah. It's a total different thing.
I have all this guilt when I take a day off.
Yeah.
It's bizarre. Or call in sick even.
Yeah, I have a real hard time.
And there's no shaking it. I'm too old to shake it.
Every time I'm late, I'm just filled with remorse. It's just something about our generation.
Well, with our job, though, it's different. It's not the company you're messing with. It's the people in this room.
That's right.
If I call in sick.
You're right.
Wow.
It's true. If I call...
It's just one of those things he said, and he's just looking at Courtney because it's totally for me.
But if I call in sick today... That means Tim has to run the board the whole time.
Day of calling in sick.
You'd be miserable the whole time.
It's really difficult for you.
Yeah, so
Yes.
I would not want to do that to you.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean...
No, yeah.
Unless I absolutely have to.
Yeah, and sometimes you don't know the night before because you wake up ill.
Yeah, and in your case, sometimes you don't know when the show starts. So how are you ever expected to be here on time? See,
we're all really good.
It's a twofer. It was a compliment.
Yeah.
Come right back.
We're all really good with the night before, like, I think something's happening.
Just
in case something's going on.
Yeah.
We're not going to know until I wake up tomorrow.
I've been real clear with, like, Alex is still not feeling well.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means for me.
Yes.
Things are starting to take hold. Yeah.
I'm going to get something at some point.
The whole I hate my wife /husband genre of jokes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's the whole Henny Youngman's.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's been...
shtick.
Has that been going on for the last 30 years even?
Or just calling your wife your ball and chain or something like.
The wife.
The wife.
The wife. She loves the... Yeah, I agree. That sort of eroded more naturally. I don't know if this will make the list or if this even counts as this, but I was thinking about this the other day. I'm in my 40s, and people in their 30s, which is more millennials, right? Like, typically younger people haven't maybe traveled as much, right? Mm-hmm. So it would always be like, I've actually been to London or whatever. And people are like, oh, no way. Like, you've traveled to more places than people in their 30s. But this Gen Z...
Man, my niece has been to more places than I've ever been.
That's what I'm saying. And you're no longer like... You no longer have I'm a little bit older, so I've been to Europe, or Mexico 3 times.
Usually save. It's like a 10-year plan to save for that big trip.
Yeah.
And they're doing it their sophomore year of college.
Oh, my kids, for a while, we went to Florida every year. I'm like, I didn't do this when I was a kid. Now they've been to all these national parks and stuff. I'm like, we went to Six Flags.
That's totally thing. But Zane, who we work with, was wearing a New Zealand shirt, and I was like, I can't wait to tell him I've been to New Zealand. And I'm like, oh, he's probably been 4 times. He probably was there last weekend.
It's because the world is more they're looking at the world every single day on their phones, and they know that it's
accessible.
in reach.
Yeah, it's not. It's much smaller.
Never felt like something we could even think about. Like, it wasn't even a thought in my head that I could do that.
Yes. Good for them.
Yes.
I'm envious.
And because this is when you want to do it.
Yeah.
Even if you're, staying at not great places. I mean, you don't want to stay in dangerous places, but I'm saying you're not getting the finest of the fine things. Let's see. The stigmas of mental health. Like, I think in the past 10 years, we've talked about mental health. It's been talked about more than it ever has.
Change.
Millennials killed ironing clothes.
Did they?
Really?
I don't know. Nick will never abide by that.
I did my part too.
Yeah, I'll come out in something, and Nick's like, "You gonna put an iron to that?" And I'm like, "Because I'll do it for you." He's just an iron nut.
I'm the ironer in our house.
Are you?
I'll iron stuff.
We have a steamer that we don't use.
Yeah, we have a steamer too.
And an iron.
I try to get as much like iron-free stuff as I can because then I don't have to mess with it. But some of that like wrinkle resistant, it's not.
It's not totally resistant.
What does this resistant mean?
Country clubs. Country clubs are doing fine, people.
I don't think they are. My understanding is
around here, there's a waiting list for a lot of them.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of them.
But don't they? Isn't there a thing where they're just like, oh, you randomly, this is how much you owe?
No, they did have an issue a few years ago, but I think COVID turned that around. Around here at least, people want a place to be able to go and have accessible golf.
And stay away from the riffraff.
That's what
That's
it is.
me.
Keep the rest of it out.
I don't want riff or raff or any of it. I want to be able to get on. I don't belong anywhere, but I will at some point because I'm real fancy. I don't understand this one. One person said treating veterinarians like garbage. When did that ever happen?
Are we supposed
They
to do that?
me have always they have gotten ended or ruined doing that. To me, a veterinarian was always like on a high pedestal.
Yeah, I don't remember that ever being.
Yeah,
that's a weird one.
Yeah.
Cigarettes.
Yeah. Oh, totally.
Mm-hmm.
Although I don't. They're saying millennials.
Yeah.
Millennials. Yeah, I guess they kind of get the credit for that.
Yeah.
I think it's just the reality of like
not. Yes, I mean, listen,
setting in of what it is.
I hide because I don't want to be in public.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not a proud thing.
I think I think the advertising in that case worked. I think it was just a relentless punching of this is why it's so bad. This is why it's so bad.
And the
you're
laws.
finally like
the laws. You
Yeah,
can't do it anywhere.
The taxes,
and
yeah.
you see they're going after those companies and making them pay. And finally, you're like, what am I doing?
Watch that vape doc. Big vape. So good.
The lawn care obsession.
Oh, is that going away?
I think that there's still people that care.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm not one of them.
This is going to hurt you a little bit, Tim. Owning a lot of knickknacks.
Sorry.
Hey, that makes more knickknacks for me. These younger people aren't into them.
Cable TV.
True. That's such an interesting thing with antiques is antiques hit a certain peak where the people who remember them from their youth have disposable income, right? And then antiques, as those people die off, no one cares about something that was around before they were because it doesn't have this nostalgic memory.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So those prices, so like bikes is such a thing too, where it's like when the bikes that came out when those people are 10, well, when they hit 70, 80, whatever, like they just can't wait to get those bikes like they used to have, and then nobody
nostalgia
cares.
is such a big business in itself now. Versus like antiques were more like this is valuable.
It's valuable.
It's rare
and it's built well.
It was made by this person who only made blah blah blah. Now it's just like. It's nostalgia, so it's like you just want all the Star Wars toys. Like, well, they're not well built, and they're everywhere, but you just want them because of that nostalgia.
I've always wanted a banker's light. I haven't.
What is that?
The green one with the gold.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You should have one over there.
It's like a library, yeah.
Yeah.
I have
a little gold chain hanging down from it. And that's how we know you're in.
You have a couple?
I got a real small one. I love those too.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have like a little, and the old-timey phone Remember the old-timey phone?
Yeah.
The real fancy
I
looking.
knew people that would have one.
My mom, we had one in our old place, like in my house in high school.
You're like, what am I doing with this dumb phone?
Oh, I just thought it was so cool. Cable TV millennials, they're giving credit to them for getting rid of that. I'm not going to. And bar soap. What else are you using? I use bar soap every single day.
I don't. I'm the
No, it's such a waste.
It is?
Yes.
But the bar is, I don't know, it's inconvenient.
The bar I put in like a little sleeve.
Yeah. I've got one of those
Yeah,
too.
it's great.
And
I'm
I
not
think
a
the
bar guy at all.
Bar soap is easier on your skin versus like some of the body wash
I don't
stuff.
know.
I like a good pump.
Yeah, not me.
Yeah.
Not me. All right. I think that's all I
great.
have.
I like that.
If you want to add anything, feel free. But I'll have to make it through all the chili texts first.
They ruined chili too, apparently, because you can't find it like it used to be.
All right, let's
give us your thoughts on the Cheney window and door text line.
A lot of chili talk today. 270 southbound, there's an accident before Ladue, blocking the right lane, causing a big backup this morning. Highway 79 southbound, there's heavy traffic between Main Street and T.R. Hughes Boulevard. Slow traffic 55 northbound between Bayless and Potomac. 270 northbound, you're slow between 55 and Manchester. 6440 eastbound, slow between Olive and Chesterfield Parkway East. Also between 170 and Big Bend, and between 70 and Lake St. Louis Boulevard. And then 6440 westbound, slow between Hampton and Bellevue. 70 eastbound, you're slow between Lindbergh and Cypress. And then slow traffic this morning, Highway 61 southbound between Route A and Interstate 70. Arch traffic is brought to you by CarStar, your auto body repair expert, locally owned with a nationwide guarantee.
It's the most magical time of the year when Courtney...
It's a Courtney Christmas, and we are giving away some of our favorite things to you. You are caller number 20. Congratulations.
Thank you.
What's your name?
Becca.
Becca, where do you live?
St. Genevieve.
All right, Becca from St. Jen.
Who's in the background?
Who's excited back there?
Yeah, my coworker is so excited.
Yeah, because, your coworker's hoping that some of these items you might take her along with you.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh, she is. She is.
All right, are you ready to hear what you've won for today, Becca?
Yes.
All right, first up is stuff from me. You get an Only Facial gift basket. You get a facial, a headband, ice roller. Only Facial has 4 locations, brand new one in St. Charles at the streets of St. Charles, theonlyfacial.com. I also have a pair of tickets for you to see Rain. It's a tribute to the Beatles at the fabulous Fox Theater. Tickets are on sale now, metrotix.com, and $50 for you to enjoy all the deliciousness at Emo's Pizza.
Becca, here's what I've got cooked up specially for you. 2 tickets to 5 Cardinals games. It's the weekend pack. This 5-game pack features tickets to 5 different weekend games, including matchups with the Red Sox, Dodgers, Giants, and more. You can give the gift of Cardinals baseball. Holiday ticket packs are now on sale. Start as low as just $55 for complete pack details. Visit cardinals.com/holiday.
All right, Becca, here's what I've got in mind. You tell me how you feel about it. 4 tickets. 4 tickets
I'm excited.
to see Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer on Saturday, December 23rd at the fabulous Fox Theater, where you can celebrate the holidays. Tickets on sale now, metrotix.com. I'm also going to throw in 4 tickets to the Magic House. Visit the Magic House in Kirkwood, where fun and learning come to play. Now, Chris isn't here, Becca, but he had a feeling that you would be our winner today. And wanted to share a few things. Like a little gift from the YMCA. It is a YMCA family 3-month membership. Healthy starts here. He also sent along some tickets to see Back to the Future with the St. Louis Symphony. Back to the Future in concert. That is Thursday, December 28th at 7 p.m. Tickets on sale right now for that as well. And it gets better.
Just added to Chris's.
Oh, this is Chris's. Okay,
Yeah.
not even a stocking stuffer. This is from Chris. He just texted in. He said, okay, I'm glad to hear it's Becca. I'm going to throw in a pair of tickets for the Fabulous Fox, April 27th. A comedian named Nikki Glazer is going to be in town. Those tickets not even on sale yet. They go on sale tomorrow so everyone else can get them and join Becca with her pair of tickets.
Yeah,
to
he
see
heard. He's like, Becca's from St. Genevieve. I love Tear Stained Eye, one of my very favorite songs.
Sunvolt.
St. Genevieve, very close to my heart. But besides all of that, we have some stocking stuffers for you. The world famous Courtney Show Rubbermaid spatula, and a pair of tickets to see Tim Convey, our own Tim Convey, at the Funny Bone Westport from January 11th through the 14th. And you can get your tickets now, stlouisfunnybone.com. Does that sound good to you, Becca?
That sounds amazing.
Congratulations.
We did it, everybody.
Good job, Becca.
We made Becca happy.
And that is Courtney Christmas, all brought to you in part by the Illinois Office of Tourism and Discover Downstate Illinois, and in partnership with my hometown, the city of Belleville, and your St. Louis Symphony Orchestra. Experience Holiday Magic live. Tickets at slso.org. Well, we're going to get back to all those tickets. Coming up next, we've got Court's Court. It's the Courtney Show on the Arch.
The Courtney Show.
It's time for court. Court is in session.
All rise. Judge is here.
I'm honorable.
Yeah, you're honorable.
Yeah.
You know, I have a lot of friends that are judges, and people call them just honorable.
Really?
Hello, honorable.
Is that
Joke?
an acceptable thing to do?
I've heard it many
I
times.
thought it was your honor.
Yeah, but it's the honorable, so they'll say hello.
Hello, honorable.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to try that the next time I'm hanging out with all my judge friends.
I've never even met a judge.
Yes, you have. 'Cause you've met two for sure.
Oh, yeah, with you?
Yes.
I chose not to run with the Monroe County judge at Nathan's run thing that he does, Rowfest.
What?
I didn't run. He did.
Oh,
Our
but
judge.
you could have. You could
I
have.
saw him.
Is there only one?
Yeah, how many do you need? How much crime do you guys have
All
where
right,
you live?
let's settle down, or I'm going to clear this court.
Order.
I think I just knocked out one of my headphones by doing that.
Oh.
Wait, hold on.
Bailiff?
Okay, it's back.
Woo.
And we're back. All right, what do you guys think about this? The National Transportation Safety Board has recommended that all new automobiles come equipped with technology meant to make speeding difficult or impossible.
Uh-oh.
Intelligent speed assistance technology, or those of us in the know, ISA,
Yeah.
uses GPS and sign recognition to prevent vehicles from exceeding the speed limit in a given zone. Last year, more than 12,000 people in the U.S. died from speeding-related crashes.
Here's my deal with you tech nerds. If make my car, drive me to work, and don't kill me. Like, don't just do it to where it's like, yeah, it kind of works. You know, most of the time. Get it ironed out so it's perfect. So my car will I just get in. I can go to sleep if I want. It doesn't even matter. It'll drive by itself. If you do that, I'm perfectly fine with it only going the speed limit. You know what I mean? Like, I can't fudge it. It has to go exactly whatever the speed limit is. If I know that I'm going to sit in my car and I don't have to drive it, it's just going to magically take me to my next spot, I'm fine with just it going the speed limit. But if I have to do it, then I want to be able to speed.
Yeah. It's tough, man. That would be a weird.
Yeah, remember that video from the people when you had to wear seatbelts and in the 80s when it became the law and people were like, they're not going to tell me what to do.
Yeah.
You know, like that was a big
Yeah.
deal.
Story.
Can you imagine how this would go over?
Yeah.
Before you worry about this, let's worry more about disabling texting and talking to people via FaceTime while
yeah.
driving.
Yeah.
Like that to me
But if
is,
my car drives by itself, it's fine. I
Yeah.
can text all I want.
but it's bad.
But for now, you're saying that's more dangerous
That's
than
the-
somebody going 5 over.
It's by far the worst problem that's happening right now on the roads.
Yeah, you're right.
It's distracted driving.
Yeah,
Yeah.
distracted driving.
So-
the reality is this is going to happen whether we like it or not. Insurance companies are basically going to say, like,
I won't insure you.
This is available with your whatever car you've got. If you don't enable it, here's your rate. If you disable it, here's your rate. So if you want to disable it and drive as fast as you want, that's fine. But this is how much you have to pay per month. Or
Yeah.
If you turn that on, then you can get this amount.
And doesn't that feel terrible?
They already do it.
Because you're absolutely right. Because at the end of the day, that might happen. The manufacturers will put that in there because of insurance companies.
Oh, absolutely.
Not because, you know what I mean?
No, it's not safety. It's the insurance because it's going to save them money. State Farm already has a little thing you can put in your
Yeah,
car.
so does Progressive.
And it'll monitor how fast you drive. They say it won't charge you more if
But
you're
it's good to pay attention.
reckless, but it's tracking you. And the reason you do it is because if you're a good driver, it brings your rate down.
Man, I
So
dislike
people
that
will
stuff.
agree to this because it'll save them a lot of money.
I think there's bigger problems than this to have, as far as technology is concerned and what it can do to help us stay safer.
Yeah.
You got to deal with the distracted driving first.
Yeah.
All right. Next up,
Do we feel like we ruled?
I don't think any of us agree with it.
Yeah. but sometimes that's justice.
All right. Now, this is from one of our listeners. It's a little longer, so bear with me on this story. I need some advice. I am a woman. Just letting you know that. This is what she wrote. My fiance and I are both older. We're both getting married for the first time. I am 43. He is 46. We have well-established separate homes with everything we need. We'll most likely be trying to get rid of stuff when we combine next summer, and we don't have double of everything. I live in a 2-family flat apartment. I have a 14-year-old child, but I'm not as well off financially as my fiance. So he very generously thought that instead of registering somewhere for gifts, they've never gotten to register, before because it's their first marriage, that instead of doing that, we explained to people we would like money for our daughter's college fund. Because I'm basically a poor single mom with very little in retirement, no savings, virtually no savings. I also just lost my job on October 24th. Everyone in my family is very excited for me. My mom especially, because she really enjoys throwing parties, loves shopping. She said she planned to throw me a wedding shower, and then I explained to her our plan of just asking for money for her granddaughter's college fund. She seemed very disappointed. My dad, who overheard the conversation, chimed in with, "There's really nothing you two need," because he knew my mom was excited to throw a wedding shower for me. Mm-hmm. When I told this to my fiance, he got upset because he reminded me we don't need more stuff and that we planned on not registering. It seems as though I'm making everyone around me mad. I thought about registering for stuff at a place anyway, just not telling him. But then when I bring a bunch of stuff, she said crap, to his place, he won't be happy. But my mother is so excited to celebrate this joyous occasion. I have no idea if there's a happy compromise. I would love listeners' advice. What are new alternative ways to have a wedding shower without asking for stuff we need? There's a lot of those different websites you can register for experiences.
Yeah.
But I mean, then you have more stuff you don't need. What you really want is to provide some kind of padding for this college fund.
Yeah, and can't you still have a shower and that'd be the gift?
Yeah, but then the opening of presents is just like, who gave the most, maybe?
Yeah, I think if somebody...
Can't you still have a shower and celebrate this person?
Listen, you can.
Yeah.
Your wedding registry can be, hey, we're gonna use one of those things and be like, hey, if we're putting college money away, that's what we want. So if you're gonna get us a gift, whatever. But if somebody is throwing you a shower, then that's kind of their thing, right? And they get to say, we're inviting these people who are gonna bring you gifts. Maybe I'm crazy. If they're throwing you a shower and inviting people, the payoff is, hey, I'm throwing this great party, but you're going to bring gifts for this friend of mine.
Yeah, I mean...
daughter, mother, whatever it is. So
if you still want to have the big present open, I don't know how you would communicate this, but what if you wrapped up your gift and inside it's just a picture of a toaster and on the back it's the amount that you donated? Or it's a picture of a blender, all these kind of wedding-y gifts in boxes, but there's nothing in it. They're just empty boxes, but you've got whatever you donated in there.
Or just have the mom throw an engagement party. And then for the wedding, when they have their wedding and they get wedding gifts, you can do that college fund thing.
Totally. But I think...
it doesn't have to be a wedding shower.
Right.
It could be just a party to celebrate this happening.
Yeah, the gift part, that's the least fun part of a party anyway, don't you think?
Yes, but there are those experience websites. Did I buy you an experience, Tim? No, Lance Hildebrand.
Yeah.
You could sign up for cooking classes. There are all these different websites now where instead of stuff, because people are getting married older and they've already established their stuff.
I don't need another toaster.
So that's an option as well, or just an engagement party.
Yeah, I just do all the parties.
Yeah.
The party's the fun part. It's not the presents part. I mean, it's fun to get that stuff if you need it.
It's just a bonus.
They don't need it.
It's a bonus. Yes. Yeah. Just let her celebrate you, but it doesn't have to be a wedding shower.
Yeah.
Where it's like couples. It could be men and women. Mm-hmm. All right. I think we've settled a lot of important.
Felt important.
Yes.
That's great.
Important items today, and I think that's we're in recess.
The Hollywood Outsider on 106.5 The Arch.
Brought to you by the Funny Bone Comedy Club at Westport and Streets of St. Charles. Tonight through Sunday night, Joe DeVito is at Westport and Kenny DeForest is at Streets of St. Charles. Get those tickets at stlouisfunnybone.com. While you're there, you can check to see if Nikki still got tickets left for her show on Monday. I'm just refreshing to double check. Yes, looks like there are still tickets available for that show, so act quickly if you want to go. So there's a new expose by The Hollywood Reporter that claims that the Golden Bachelor, this Jerry Turner.
Yeah, he did dirty.
Ooh,
to his last girlfriend.
Isn't such a nice guy after all.
Did he tell her to lose weight?
Yes.
Yes.
I've got so many things here. So they claim he's had several girlfriends since his wife passed away, even though he claimed he hadn't dated in 45 years. He also claims to be a retired restaurateur who hung up his career in 2006 at the age of 55. Well, they say the last time he owned a restaurant was in 1985. He is not retired. He's had several jobs since then, including as a maintenance man at a mental health center. During his maintenance gig, he met a woman whom he had dated for almost 3 years. So this is the woman that we were talking about. That relationship started about a month after his wife died. So his wife passed away. He's getting all these sympathy points because his wife died and he hasn't dated. And so he said he hadn't dated in 45 years. Well, apparently he started dating a month after she passed away. He broke up with this woman in 2019 because he told her that she was too fat. Not 2019, that can't be right. Told her that she was too fat to take to his high school reunion. And she says that she had only gained like 10 pounds. Not only did he do that, they were living together. According to the story, he kicked her out of the house after he broke up with her. Well, while she was packing, she fell down the stairs, ended up needing foot surgery. And even then, he was like, nope, but you can't stay here. So she had to go get a hotel after she broke her foot. And there are reportedly at least 2 other women that he dated before going on to the Golden Bachelor.
Oh, be careful what you wish for.
Good Lord.
How did it take this long for all of this to come out?
It's crazy.
A lot of this stuff waits until it's at a fever pitch, and these finales are where it all gets great. I think people sit on these things.
Yeah.
Until America kind of falls in love. Because right at the beginning, it's like, oh, it turns out the new Bachelor's a dirtbag and no one's ever seen it. Now, America's fallen in love with the guy.
But I will say that when they did the Ladies Tell All show, that none of them had anything bad to say about him and how he treated them.
Mm-hmm.
All the people that had been rejected.
Weren't you guys a little weirded out by the?
I don't like it.
I don't like it either.
And I think it's harder when you're the age they are to move your residences.
Oh, right. And figure out how to actually do it together. Sure.
I think the one good thing that happened with this show, there are a lot of good things. It was fun to watch. It's been fun to watch. Is that these women that had given up on dating are now excited about it again, possibly. Instead of just... they thought they loved being alone, but realized having a little romance in their life was nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but what do you do with this guy if this is all true?
I don't know.
That kind of ruins that whole.
You're going on TV to find love. There's going to be problems.
Yeah,
there's a lot of problems.
Mm-hmm.
Got some new info on the Hall versus Oates story. So Daryl is accusing John of intentionally going behind his back to sell half of their partnership to a third party that Daryl Hall does not trust. So they, I guess, last year started the process of dissolving their relationship together. So I think this is not like we don't like each other now. It's like, no, this has apparently been kind of going on. Mm-hmm. They've been sort of splitting apart. And as soon as they got away from each other, I guess Oates was like, I'm going to sell to this company, but I don't want Daryl to find out because he doesn't like him. So he found out about it 2 days before he was going out on tour, and he thinks that timing was intentional. He thinks he did pick that time because that's a hectic time for him, and according to Daryl, he thinks it meant to inflict physical and emotional harm on him because
and his performances.
Yes, his performances were going to suffer because he was now having to deal with this.
Well, that's a little different than I was already painting Daryl to be the bad guy in this, and I understand if he doesn't want to share his music rights with a company he doesn't like.
Right, and then now they're going to go. They can do presumably whatever they want with some of the catalog. It can show up in commercials or whatever. and he doesn't have a veto right.
I mean, you're saying it sounds like it's probably more than just that more than just the music stuff. I know that's what we think.
And what was causing them to split apart?
No, I'm saying that what Oates is potentially selling is more than just, can this music be here and there? It's the revenue from all kinds of different things, and it's a weird, you come up with these operating agreements, and it all depends what it says in there. In a perfect world, it would say, and you can't just sell your stake in the band to somebody.
Mm-hmm. Maybe he forgot to put that in there.
Yeah,
he should be yelling at his lawyers too. Yeah. It could be worse. Roger Waters just fired his keyboardist. His keyboardist was Harry Waters, his son. So now his son is playing in Brit Floyd, a Pink Floyd tribute band.
No way.
Whoa.
Christmas is going to be fun in that house. Lenny Kravitz was once in a High School Musical with Nicolas Cage. This just blew my mind for some reason. I don't imagine. I know it's in Hollywood and everybody knows each other, but I just didn't know that the two of them were the same age. So it was Oklahoma. Cage was in the play. Lenny was playing drums in the pit. But they were in high school together. And they were also in high school so it was Beverly Hills High School.
Yeah.
At the same time, Slash was in their high school, and Gina Gershon. So all four of them were in the same high school at the same time.
Those guys are all the same age?
I know. I'm like, this is messing with my brain. Nicolas Cage seems older to me than all of them, but it's probably because he was famous when he was so young.
Yeah.
Whereas everybody else, it took a while. Kate McKinnon is coming back to SNL. She's going to host for the first time on December 16th with musical guest Billie Eilish.
Oh, that's great.
That'll be a good one. Adam Driver is going to host December 9th. Olivia Rodrigo is the musical guest that night. And then this Saturday night, Emma Stone is going to be hosting with musical guest Noah Kahan.
That guy's huge.
Yeah, my niece has asked me for tickets for this guy, and
biggest thing on the planet.
I just assumed since they asked me that it was country, but he spoke.
Yeah, it's
like Americana.
Yep.
How do you say his last name? Do you know?
I don't know.
Kahan.
I don't know, but he's the big
Kahan.
thing.
Kahan. I'm going to say. You could win $2,500 for creating an elf-inspired dish. All you have to do is submit a photo of your creation. Submissions are due December 11th. The link to submit is up on the blog today. I don't think that's how you should be judging food, just based on a picture. So I guess if it looks really cool, they're going to be like, you're the winner. So it doesn't even have to actually be food based.
Wow.
Just be whatever. A dating reality series inspired by Sex and the City is in the works, and I have a real problem with this. I'm not a big fan of the show, but I think there's a problem here. So the show is going to follow 4 women in their 50s as they escape to a country chateau to flirt with a series of suitors from all walks of life. So it's based on Sex and the City.
And all the different melting pot of men that they met.
Yes.
But they're in it.
And it's the real world people, the two of them, the MTV Real World Road Rules.
They're behind it.
Unum and Murray, yeah. But it's called Is There Still Sex in the City?
It's not.
You're not in the city.
It's not in the city, but haven't we, for years, have you been correcting people that the show is called Sex and the City? And this is called Is There Still Sex in the City?
That's not correct.
No, that's not the name of that show.
It's not SITC. It's SATC. When you shorten it.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. I was like, what? What are you spelling?
Sitica.
Them 8 words. Back in 1976, some drunk kids stole Liverpool's Penny Lane sign. Well, one of those teenagers has sobered up enough to come forward and give the sign back. The
What
anonymous
year?
of 1976.
Wow.
They stole the sign. The anonymous man said, quote, because I am getting on a bit now, I want to return it to the pool where I spent 6 very happy years as a student, undergrad, then postgrad, including meeting my wife of 44 years. Obviously, Liverpool is where the sign should now spend the rest of its days. I think he's not. He said he's like getting on in years, so I don't know. It was a nice thing to give the sign back. And
I'm
plus,
assuming they made another sign.
I'm assuming.
Yeah, but I saw
This
the
is
picture.
the original.
The original. A remastered version of Queen's concert film Queen Rock Montreal is coming to IMAX theaters in January 18th. You can see that in the big IMAX screens if you want.
That's awesome.
Aaron Rodgers' comeback is in the works. He started practicing with the Jets again yesterday. Not full contact for him just yet, so there's no
If they
word.
don't have a chance, don't do it, man.
At least got to think of
and they're not the odds of
think
them.
they have a chance.
I don't know if they do either.
Yeah, just
think it's
get
just-
healthy and see if you got a year left in you.
Yeah.
It's got to be a pride thing, though. I mean, to go down in the first series.
Yeah, but man, that Achilles, you don't want to mess with that.
I know. No idea when he might be able to return to the field. You can check out the trailer for the TED TV series up on the blog today if you want to check it out. You can also see a throwback pic of Julia Roberts celebrating the 19th birthday of her twins. And some pictures there of Olivia Munn and John Mulaney's son, Malcolm. He just turned 2. They're not together anymore, right?
I think they are.
Yeah, it looks like they are happy.
Yeah, I think they are.
Looks like they
together.
were on a whole week beach vacation. They celebrated it.
Oh, well, good for them. Tonight, you got the season finale of The Golden Bachelor, 7 o'clock on ABC. Also, the season finale of The Kardashians available today on Hulu. You've got the series premiere of Bookie on Max. It's got comedian Sebastian Maniscalco is in it. So if you're a fan of his, it looks like it's going to be a pretty good movie, show. I can't remember. Series. And then this is the guaranteed home run of the day for one Courtney Van Landrum. I'm just going to read the description for you and watch the ball sail over the left field fence.
Okay.
Family Switch on Netflix.
I already saw that. I know. It's Jennifer Garner. The whole family, even the dog switches with the baby.
Everyone switches.
Even the dog. Great.
It's Jennifer Garner's in it. You're a Jennifer Garner fan.
Love her.
It's a whole swap.
I can't
Everyone's
wait.
swapping back and forth. It's around the holidays.
What is it going to be?
It's available today, Netflix.
All right.
You can see it.
I know
And
what I'm doing tonight.
do you know who the person is who does the switcheroo? Did you see who's in the trailer?
I watched the whole trailer, but I cannot recall.
It's Rita Moreno.
Oh,
She takes a picture and the.
Is Ed Helms in this too?
Ed
yes,
Helms
he's
is
the
in
husband.
It looks funny.
It looks good.
It looks funny. So
I'm in.
enjoy it. You should watch it now. Watch it right now. I'm Brando, your Hollywood outsider. It is a Courtney Show on 106.5 The Arch.
The Courtney Show.
Well, if you're wondering about Courtney Christmas, it has already been given away for the day. Becca from St. Genevieve was the big winner. Your last chance tomorrow, sometime between 6 and 10 a.m. So be listening tomorrow for all the giveaways. I have not been able to make it through all the texts. I've only been able to get to about 7:30 this morning, possibly. And so a lot of these texts are about food. Somehow we got off on this chili tangent. And
You're talking about because you got chili 5-way.
Oh, yeah, I did. Let's see. So a lot of people have suggestions about good chili places. Taylor's Mexican Chili Company in Carlinville, Illinois.
Whoa.
Several texts about this place.
Really?
Yes. And I went to they sent me a link to their page, and it looks interesting and very good. So if you are in the area of Carlinville, Illinois, Taylor's Mexican Chili Company, a lot of people say it's incredible.
I mean, who isn't in Carlinville on a daily basis?
A few people texted about Texas Roadhouse has a solid chili. Nathan said if you want to get to St. Louis, I don't know, 30, go to Chili Max downtown and get a good old slinger with their chili on it.
Huh?
That sounds delicious.
Somebody else texted go to Straub's for their chili. So good. And all kinds of different beans. Love you guys. I like a bean in my chili.
Straub's job it, yeah.
They're usually just known for, I've only heard talk of their chicken salad.
It's Straub's.
It's like $1 a piece of chicken.
Yeah, I was going to say, but that's pricey.
This Taylor's looks cool.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
It looks good. It really looks. Where is Carlinville exactly?
It's a bit of a drive. It's a 217, gang. It's a 217.
Okay. Mike Duffy's has great chili. That's from Giuseppe from Wildwood. I came late to the party, but Sportsman's Turkey Chili, yum. Is that Sportsman's Park, I would imagine?
Yeah.
That place still open?
Oh, yeah.
I haven't been there in years.
Yeah, solid.
Just got to work, able to text. Has Brando ever had Casper's chili when he was in Springfield?
Nope. I don't even know what Casper's is.
I don't know. But, you said on the air you're not a huge chili fan. You like your wife's.
It's not something I seek out or I feel like I need to try. Like, oh, let's try the chili here. Like, it's not my thing.
But lots of good suggestions for chili if you're in the mood for chili soup this time of year. You're looking for something new. Lots of great suggestions.
Mm-hmm.
So if you guys want to text us, we would love to hear from you on the Cheney Window and Door text line 314-669-4665.
Brando's.
Well, if you've got an old Gmail address that you haven't used in a while, you should probably log into it today or in the next couple days because it might be your last chance to save it.
What do you mean?
So starting tomorrow, Google is going to begin deleting unused Gmail accounts that have been inactive for more than 2 years. So I had to think about this. Like, do I have anything that I haven't touched in 2 years? But like what people do, and I'm sure I've done, I've opened a Gmail account so I can create something else, like a Facebook page or something.
Yes.
And then I forget about that Gmail account because it was just there to open up, some account so I could stalk, celebrities, whatever, and do it anonymously. Like
2
the
years
American way.
2 years is a good amount of time for that. If it was like a year, I'd be upset.
Yeah, a year would be too short. But they're going to delete these unused accounts. Same thing goes for Google Docs, Google Drives, anything like that you haven't used. So they announced it apparently in May.
That's a much bigger problem.
Yes. But it's all got to be linked, I think, to this account that you haven't used.
Oh,
that makes sense.
got it.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
They say it's for security reasons. If an account hasn't been used in years, it's more likely to be compromised. They say most abandoned accounts use old passwords that hackers have probably stolen by now. They say if you've gotten an old address that forwards to your current one, so maybe you consolidated your accounts into one account, it's a little unclear what's gonna happen with that. So they say you may still need to sign in to whatever that account is that's now kicking to your current account and just send something from it, and just that'll essentially reset it and save it. So they're starting with accounts that were set up and never used. So this may not be a today you have to do it sort of thing. So they're going to start up with an account like I said, like one that hackers or whatever weirdos that create all these Twitter accounts have used it just to start an account and then have never touched it again. So they're going to start with those accounts and then they're going to move on to the rest. But they say you need to sign in as soon as possible, read or send an email, and they say you should be good.
That's good to know because it might be one of those accounts like Chris would have for when they want an email address. So all that junk
the spam goes to it.
Yeah. That's good, I think. Hopefully that makes for less just spamming.
I hope so. I got to double check now. I'm like, oh man, what account do I have out there that's just dead? A 10-year-old boy wants Apple to cancel the nerd emoji. So his name's Teddy, lives in the UK. He's uncomfortable with it because he thinks it's insulting to people like him who wear glasses. So the emoji, it's like the little guy with glasses and his teeth are kind of sticking out. So he launched an online petition to have it tweaked. He wants the teeth replaced with just a normal smile, and he wants it to be named the genius emoji.
That's a little...
Whatever, nerd. Last Friday, Barstool Sports posted a photo of an Oklahoma Sooners fan cheering at their game against TCU, and people online were having fun with it because the guy... He's an Oklahoma Sooners fan. He's missing some teeth. But I guess...
This story, I saw it, and it brought me a lot of emotion.
So
it hit me today.
Okay.
Yes.
So somebody saw it and instead of laughing, said, I'm going to help out. So the guy's name's Brett Francis. He is a dentist. He asked people online to help him track this guy down. So he's now fixing this guy's teeth for free. It sounds like...
Isn't that awesome?
By Christmas, he should have new teeth.
I love that this dentist did that.
Yeah.
I mean, by Christmas, this is probably terrible for this person.
This dentist is a fan of which team?
I don't know.
He just said he was at the game.
Oh, okay.
And I think that a lot of people were just going in on this toothless guy.
Yeah, making fun of him.
Yeah.
Like, look at these Oklahoma Sooners
love
fans.
this.
That's great.
I
Did this
know.
restore your Christmas spirit? You going to put up a Christmas tree
No.
now? Nope. Got to check.
Chicago might turned things around for me.
It's true. Chicago, that's a hot spot for Christmas,
Yeah,
baby.
this weekend.
Yeah.
We'll see if I
feel like it.
If you guys can tell there's any more joy in my heart.
Yeah.
Monday morning.
Can we get video of you in downtown
spinning around?
Yeah, exactly.
Or at Portillo's getting
the snow's coming.
chicken tenders.
I'm with Sarah. She loves to take pictures and video. So
great.
Mostly pictures, but I'll see if she can get some video.
Tell her to send them my way.
Today's National Computer Security Day, so celebrate however you would celebrate that day. It's also National Personal Space Day. Ooh, that's every day for me. Violate the
Close
personal
talkers.
space.
They're a real
Get
problem
away.
in the world.
We've got
one here.
We've got one.
Yeah.
We do.
Real
close.
Yes.
You got to keep walking away.
Yes.
They keep following you. Like they don't figure that out.
You don't know who you are. Person.
America's CEOs and hiring managers say that by 2033, so 10 years or so from now, they say every job will be a tech job and tech knowledge will be a must-have for employment.
Tech knowledge. You didn't like make up your own word.
That's them.
Instead of technology. No, it's
Tech
knowledge.
Yeah. I mean, for certain types of companies, I would agree, but I mean, a carpenter, you still... There's technology you have to know, but that's never going to be a
still
tech
going to be
job.
trade jobs that are always going to be needed.
And I think they're going to keep paying more and more
I do too.
to get people to do it.
I agree.
The New York Post says Gen Zers are now decorating Christmas trees with bows instead of ornaments.
This has been going on for so long. My mom...
story?
No, bows. This isn't something new. I'm sure your mom has put bows. You buy the ribbon. You're not looking for bows. You buy the ribbon that's got the metal in it. You can make cute bows, and then you put a little...
But you still put ornaments.
Are we talking
on,
about just the topper or...
No, all
saying
over.
no ornaments.
Oh,
I've
got it.
been
Just
putting
lots of
bows on
bows.
trees since the 80s.
Is that right?
Yeah. It adds a little depth to your
I
tree.
think bows with ornaments make sense. But no, they're saying no ornaments.
It's fine.
It's just bows.
There's no... Christmas tree decorating has gotten so different than it used to be.
It's really evolved.
Yeah. There's so many different things that you can put on your Christmas tree.
I like to put all the kid stuff on the trees.
Well, now if you have, yes.
From my
That they
kids
made
or
or
from
their
like when I
pictures.
was a kid
Yeah.
or, like I just love all that stuff.
I've never
people
seen
want-
anyone in person actually with popcorn on their trees. Just something that's in movies. as
I've
far as
never
I'm
seen it
concerned.
either.
But that's a thing, right?
Yeah. But we never
seen one.
we never did the stringing of the popcorn, nor did we. My mom wanted fancy trees.
We don't do tinsel either.
My mom
Never
would maybe
tinsel?
would
Yeah.
text in and tell me, but I think my great aunt may have had popcorn strung onto the trees.
You just put a needle through popcorn?
And I know she did the tinsel, like the
I think
messy.
it's a fishing line, isn't it?
You know that real messy tinsel that's like, it's not the string, but it's just like the pieces of it?
Oh, it's the worst.
And you just put it on the tree all over? It's beautiful when it's on a tree.
Yeah, it's a little
Little hid?
hideous.
I know she did that. It was like the tinsel. Man, I swear there was popcorn on that tree, but maybe not. All right, I'm done. I'm Brando. That's your randos.
The Courtney Show.
If your weekend plans sound lame to you, find out what to do with the Big Ragu.
What to do with the Big Ragu, also known as the weekend What's Up? I'm going to take you through everything going on this week and weekend all over the St. Louis area. Let you know some things going on. It's particularly busy this time of year. I talked about all these local acts doing their annual shows, which is such a cool St. Louis thing. And so go out, see some music, see some comedy. Tons of comedy this week.
Hate to interrupt.
Oh, sure.
Is there any chance this could be sponsored?
Yes.
I think that'd be a fun thing to do right now, huh?
Are you sure about this?
Yes.
I feel good about it.
Okay, it's sponsored. And I'm thrilled about this.
Right?
It's sponsored by Audi Kirkwood. They're under construction right now. This building, this whole facility is going to be incredible. But while they're under construction, you can benefit some really good deals. It's a construction sales event. It's at Audi Kirkwood. Visit audikirkwood.com. Audi, of course, A-U-D-I.
Audi.
That sounded great.
I say Audi.
I say Audi.
Audi?
Yeah. What's the correct way?
I think you guys are right.
I don't know. I think you are.
I'm not fighting.
Sounded better the way you
Sounds
said
like
it.
whatever country of origin is probably how they say it. And I say it like backwoods.
Me too.
Yeah.
That's the Illinois in us.
Yeah.
The Illinois in us.
We're grateful. We're grateful to them for sponsoring today's. Reminders, Punk Rock Christmas is next week. That is next Saturday at the pageant. Get those tickets, thepageant.com. We just released the official Punk Rock Christmas 2023 ornament that you get if you get a VIP ticket.
Really?
It's worth checking out.
Is it the logo? The Green Day looking
The Green Day looking logo.
That's cool.
Yeah, Punk Rock Christmas. Yeah. So, thepageant.com. And then I'm at the Funny Bone January 11th through 14th. So get tickets for that as well. stlouisfunnybone.com.
You're looking at how to pronounce the name of this German car brand. How do you say it? The pronunciation.
I'm worried about this.
Audi, but rather simply Audi.
All right.
However, I don't pronounce anything like that guy does.
I know.
I like that guy. It takes a long time to get to it.
He
though.
made me nervous, though. I'm like, is this a prank one?
I know.
Like a weather app that says terrible things?
I've looked up that fella before.
Okay. Got a little
let's
nervous.
start with the comedy clubs. The Funny Bone at Westport Plaza has Joe DeVito. The Funny Bone at the Streets of St. Charles has Kenny DeForest. Helium down at the Galleria has Greg Hahn, who's great tonight, and then Becky Robinson this weekend. Becky Robinson does like the golf. She's got like a golf character. She used to work with us on back on Nikki's Comedy Central show.
There's a bunch of girls around here in the office that love her golf material.
Yeah, she's a sweetheart. She's great. But yeah, these golf viral videos, check them out.
I maybe should start doing some golf viral videos.
what do you think?
I've seen a few of them.
I'm in.
I think I could do better.
Yeah, you might be able to
show off the rusty gate.
Here we go. Let's jump into it.
It's not like that. It's just golf stuff.
Tonight at the pageant, a drag queen Christmas going on. Still tickets available for that. The Fox has Cirque du Soleil. 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. That goes up, runs for a little while, but still tickets available for a few nights. It is an official Cirque du Soleil.
'Twas the night before. It's like
it's called 'Twas the Night Before.
Yes. It's like it's not quite 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. It's some Cirque du Soleil title.
Yeah. 'Twas the night before. Off-Broadway tonight has the Smokin' Popes. If you guys know the Smokin' Popes, pretty cool. Stiefel, tonight we give out tickets, Dirty Dancing in concert. So it is the film along with live singers and a live band that is at the Stiefel Theater. Broadway Oyster Bar has the great Aaron Cam and the One Drops tonight. And then it's going on tonight, but this goes on through the weekend at the Grandel Theater. There's a stage production of something called Jesus and Johnny Appleweed's Holy Rollin' Family Christmas. Let me set the scene for you. It's 1959, and there's pot in the Christmas cookies. What could go wrong? Poor Harry Goodson is about to find out as he's visited overnight by his dead brother, Jesus Christ, Sandra Dee, and Johnny Appleweed. And he finally learns what his family already knows, that the answer to all his problems is in marijuana.
This sounds funny.
That sounds
the
like a
Grandel
classic.
Theater this weekend.
Sounds like something our old friend Kevin Killeen would have written.
Yeah, it really does. Yeah. And then Enterprise Center tonight, the Blues taking on the Sabres. Let's jump to tomorrow. That is December 1st. It is December tomorrow. Brace yourself. Delmar Hall, we give out tickets to this. The Arch presents Mr. Blue Sky. It is a tribute to the Electric Light Orchestra. Still tickets
hear
available
anything about that show.
for that at Delmar Hall tomorrow. Tomorrow at the Factory, we also talked about this and did an interview with her. Fortune Feemster is in town. Fortune Feemster, hilarious. She's at the Factory. The Rep is running It's a Wonderful Life, and that'll be tomorrow, but it runs for a while if you want to go see that. And then speaking of the Rep, they just announced this. John Goodman, I guess the Rep was in a little bit of trouble, staying open.
Yeah.
Missed some budgeting.
Yes.
So John Goodman is coming in, and on December 17th, you can get tickets to see this night with John Goodman at the Rep over in Weston.
That's very cool.
Pretty
nice
cool,
fella.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Philapalooza going on 2 nights at the Old Rock House. Lots of great local artists for a good cause. One Way Traffic, Brother Francis and the Soul Tones, the Groove Liner. A lot of good artists on that. Philapalooza, check that out. The Old Rock House. Heavy Anchor tomorrow night has The Future is Female. Ongoing all-female comedy show. Meredith Hopping, Molly Ambergy, Lauren Peterson. A lot of great local comics, and I think some out-of-towners as well. And then if you want to catch Courtney Friday night, she will probably be at Pops for Fit for an Autopsy. They are performing.
Oh, yeah.
I wasn't at Damien Rice in Chicago. Very similar acts.
Fit for an
tough
Autopsy.
choice there.
Saturday night at the pageant has the Liston brothers from Mama's Pride.
Oh, yeah.
So the two brothers, with Abigail Stahlschmidt, who's amazing, is opening, as well as Sexual Healing.
Is she the fiddler?
Sexual Healing. Yeah, she plays a little fiddle.
It's violin, right?
Yeah, violin. She's fantastic. Sexual Healing, again.
She's so gorgeous.
Yeah, but Sexual Healing is also going to be.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, she's great.
It's good stuff.
Sexual healing, you better have a saxophone in their group. That's at the pageant. City
a
Winery.
Sasquatch.
City Winery, Saturday night as comedian Ryan Davis. Del Mar Hall, this is cool. The Brothers Lazaroff, another pair of brothers. It's the 13th annual Hanukkah Hullabaloo. They've been doing it for 13 years now.
Yeah.
Just great musicians, a whole bunch of special guest stuff like that. That's a good time. That's at Del Mar Hall Saturday night. Stiefel Theater Saturday night is a Point Ho-Ho show with Blue October. When I think of Blue October, I think of Jeff Burton.
Yeah.
Our buddy Jeff Burton. That was his number one band. And they're a big deal in St. Louis, kind of through Jeff and all that they've done, since his passing. So they're at Stiefel, which is insane. So Blue October, Saturday night. Enterprise Center has professional bull riding tour Saturday and Sunday. We give out tickets to that as well. Saturday and Sunday, PBR tour over at the Enterprise Center. Family Arena has our sister station, WIL's Jingle Fest, with a bunch of country artists, Lee Bryce, Randy Hauser, Priscilla Block. Jingle Fest, St. Charles Family Arena.
I know. I told Jesse from WIL that I had an 80% chance that I would be there.
80?
A few weeks ago. I forgot that I was going to be out of town.
Yeah, you're not.
Every year people ask me to go. They want my party feel. They want a little Courtney
Yeah, they do.
party feel.
They don't ever ask me. anymore.
want my party.
They want me to bring a little fun to their
wanna zhuzh it up.
event.
Little jingle to the Jingle Fest. Yeah.
That's my nickname, Little Jingle.
Sunday at the factory. Do you have a cat named Little Jingle, don't you?
No, if only.
Sunday at the factory, Croce plays Croce. AJ Croce, who I assume is the son of Jim Croce, is playing Jim Croce songs.
No way.
Kind of cool. Factory, it's a big deal. And then Gateway Grizzlies over at GCS Ballpark in Sauget doing something cool. Santa Land. You bring the family. Santa and Mrs. Claus are there. Pictures with Santa. It's from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Photos.
I thought maybe they were hitting ground balls to you, like, go deep.
There we go. Home run. Face painting, balloon art, all kinds of good stuff. That's in Sauget over at the GCS Ballpark where the Gateway Grizzlies play. Red Flag has Silverstein. They're back. That's kind of cool. Monday night. It's a big night for comedy Monday night. Nikki Glazer is at the Funny Bone. There are, I believe, last time we looked, still tickets for that.
Yeah,
Nikki Glazer, small show at the Funny Bone as she gets ready to tape her special. Over at the pageant, Pete Davidson is in town for 2 shows. And then a friend of the show, our pal Mike Vecchione, is opening those Pete Davidson shows. Those may both be sold out, but check that out. And then Stiefel Theater, Chris Tucker is in town and hasn't been for a while. So Chris Tucker, Pete Davidson, Nikki Glazer, all in town doing comedy Monday night here in town. Tuesday, at the pageant, Andrew McMahon in the Wilderness with Title Volume. It's a great show if you're into that stuff. Wednesday, December 6th, Patterson Hood of the Drive-By Truckers will be at the City Winery. That's pretty much all I got. If I missed anything, shoot us a text. In the meantime, don't forget tickets for Punk Rock Christmas next week and My Funny Bone headliner January 11th through 14th at Westport. Cheney Window and Door text line 314-669-4665. That's your weekend. What's up?
The Courtney Show.
We got 4 tickets that you can have to go see Ringling Brothers when they come to Enterprise Center December 9th and 10th. You get to choose, actually. Call us, though, 314-954-1065 or 618-398-1065. We're going to play first 5 notes, so if you win, you get to pick either December 9th or December 10th, whichever show you want to go see Ringling Brothers at the Enterprise Center. But that show's coming up super fast, and we can get you in there for free for all those exciting details on Ringling Brothers. Coming to St. Louis, just go to 1065thearch.com. We'll play first 5 notes in just a moment. Courtney's grabbing somebody, and we're actually going to play right now. That's how immediate we're able to.
That's right. And
get
I would
these
like
tickets.
to first tell you that First 5 Notes is brought to you by Carroll House Furniture. Get honest value, quality furniture. Shop Carroll House because you like nice things. All right, let's meet our contestant for First 5 Notes. I didn't get your name, but what's your name?
Albany.
Albany. Did you you called in earlier this week for something, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
And you did not win.
I did not.
All right, well, today the odds are ever in your favor.
However, we declared that we're fully prepared for our first loser. So
We are.
Albany, I feel like you're going to bring it.
Don't let this hover over you, Albany. I feel like you're going to do okay. You have an opportunity to win these tickets for Ringling Brothers. Who do you want to play against? No Chris today.
No, Chris. Okay, let's play against Brando.
All right.
I will take the challenge.
Solid choice. Let's get this thing going. Here's song number 1.
Oh.
One of the biggest female artists of the 90s.
We may have given tickets away for this earlier in the show.
True. Solo.
Is that Alanis Morissette?
It is. That was a delayed cheer for you, Albany. Good job, girl.
The kids were having a snack.
Great job, Albany. You're 1 for 1. Let's do song number 2.
Oh, I have no idea.
This is if you know my sister, it's her favorite band.
They're named after law enforcement.
Yeah, if you drive too fast, you might get pulled over by the
police.
Yeah. Well, SOS for you.
Albany's focused, and I appreciate it. You won. You got the tickets. You've got the tickets for Ringling Brothers. But you want to go for Glory?
Sure. Might as well.
This one's for Glory. Here's song number 3.
Oh, my dad would be so upset.
Oh, no.
Let's see. It's right on the tip of my tongue.
Arpeggiating synthesizer.
There it is.
She's a little... What? She's a little...
Runaway.
Yeah!
She's a little runaway. Yay!
That's I think the only song by them I like.
Oh, yeah? That's old, Bon
that I
Jovi.
really, really like. Albany, big, big win. Congratulations.
Nice job.
The Courtney Show.
Well, we're back with a surprise guest. Bengie Molina is dropped by the studio.
Thank you. Thank you for having me in your show. I love this.
Bengie, tell me how much you love my first name.
Oh, I love it. I really do love it. I have to say, it sounds like really rough. Like Courtney, you know, like, do you imagine her mom and dad when they got mad at her?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Courtney Ann is what I was called.
You were screamed at.
Got a little heart attack just saying it.
The lady in your life's name is Courtney, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
So I have to say this is the best name ever.
That's great. Bengie, how you doing? What's going on? What do you do during the off season?
During the off season this year.
Yeah.
Because when I only do the 81 home games with the Cardinals in Spanish. But then we don't do the away game. I used to go back to Arizona. That's what we were. Now this year, in April, we rented a house here in this area, close to you guys. Now it's more of hobbies, whatever you like to do. But these off season, I've been really, really busy with clinics, with going out to galas.
Yeah, galas.
You know, with the Cardinals.
Just different events.
Yes, like Cardinals had a toy drive yesterday. It was very successful.
Did you go to the Musial Awards?
The Musial Awards, yes. And we got the pool host coming up on the 9th. We have tomorrow the Stray Rescue Gala, helping out the dogs. I'm trying to help out with the dogs.
That's
too.
so great that you're doing all this great charitable work too.
Yes, and when you do it without having a feeling of having something back to you, it's the best feeling in the world. So we're trying to be around the city that took care of my brother for 100 years. And so I'm trying to give back, right? So I'm trying to be thankful. Hey, bro, I'll take these for now in Spanish or English, and I'll take care of these. You guys just enjoy yourself in Puerto Rico. So.
How's that brother of yours doing?
He's doing good. He's very a busy guy, of course, but very happy. He's always happy, and I know you guys know him inside the lines, right? And he was very intense, but he's a very happy dude. He's taking care of my nephew. He's 15. He's a beast. He's playing. He's a catcher, of course. If you don't catch in our family,
is anyone in the family allowed to play any other position?
No, if you don't catch, we don't want you on Christmas. Right? So, but he's busy.
He's a DH.
Yeah. Pitcher, get out of here.
Are you kidding me? Pitcher, I dealt with them.
Yeah.
No, but he's doing good. He's managing over there in Puerto Rico and winter ball.
Is he gonna? Is there? Because there's been rumors that he's gonna be hopefully coming back to St. Louis as a coach of some sort.
Yeah, they've been talks. They've been really close to. I think he wants to do it, but he wants to do it this year. He might want to do just a few times showing up.
I get that.
You know, remember it's only been 1 year.
Let him have a little time.
I agree. I want him to take all the time he wants.
Yeah,
and then all of a sudden, he's gonna come back probably not 24, but 25, probably fully on some kind of. A job title.
What do you think about the moves that have been made recently with the new people we've picked up?
I think they've been great. I think Obviously, the Gibson and Lynn obviously cover the back end. Like they said it, not me. The back end of the rotation. One more guy, if we can have one more guy on the top end, to Sonny Gray and Michaelas.
Yeah.
It will be amazing. I think it will be great. We have other issues to cover. We have the issue of not having an outfielder with more than 20 home runs in a season. Lars did awesome, unbelievable. Lars on his first year too,
and he's still young.
Yes, and Walker did the same. You can count on those probably being there in the lineup and improving, because the more experience they get, the better they get. But we have a left field side that obviously they're looking for somebody that can make a difference there. The bullpen, for me, is the key area that is going to take us to the to the land, to the ship, to win everything. It's going to be the bullpen.
Yeah.
Last year, with 1 month left, we were in 31 and 32 blown saves or blown leads after the 6 or 7. That is, I stopped counting because I was getting upset.
Yeah, right.
So,
and we're not used to that. We,
Do you imagine having Hader in the back end of your bullpen, guys that has done it, and he comes in and 1, 2, 3, let's go. We win that game. Half of those games, 30, let's say 30. Half of those games, you are first place.
Yeah, you're right.
Or close to be first place, or in the playoff.
Yeah,
it's not like our division was the most difficult.
Yeah, so I think the bullpen for the Cardinals will dictate we win, we lose.
Well, let's get to why you're here and why you're walking around the studios of Hubbard Broadcasting. You're doing a toy drive on Saturday. That shirt is next level
where
great.
Where did that come from?
I wore Yachty yesterday, so afterwards.
Benji's shirt is cartoon Santa as a baseball catcher, full catcher gear, crouch down. That's awesome.
It's incredible.
I'm telling you, if you're not a catcher, you're not welcome. So.
But Saturday, you're doing a toy drive from 10 to 12. Tell us more about that.
I think it's going to be an unbelievable event. I think we need Cardinal Nation. We need their hearts. We need people to show up. We need people to drop toys, unwrap toys, and you can, you can have a chance and enter to win prizes and stuff. But I think this is more of a touching matter. This is more emotionally. These are homeless shelter kids. Like they don't have that toys. They don't wake up to Christmas as much as we grew up, and we do to our kids. I think this is a really good opportunity for all of us to show our hearts. Go out there, drop your toys. Even if you want a picture, if you want me in it, I'll be in it. I'll sign autograph, whatever you guys want. I just want to really, really make a difference on these kids and put a smile, at least on Christmas Day. Put a smile. They'll get their toy with their name on it. Can you imagine not waking up all those years and not having anything, and all of a sudden you have one day that you have what you really
could be a regular
wanted.
kid.
Yes.
Regular kid. You're not dealing with the other days.
Yes, and how many toys do you have at home that are not being played with or something? All of a sudden these kids are one toy. So we just praying for the whole Cardinal Nation to show up and help us out with this one. This is very touching.
And it's at 314 Sports Cards in Olivet. So it's right down the street from our radio station. And it is Saturday, 10 to 12. And from doing so many toy drives throughout the years, a big, think about the older kids too, because they often get neglected. So think about like the young teens, gifts for them as well as the little ones.
Yes. And there's a page there. That is we're promoting to the Amazon list, and
there is there a place where
you can go in and they specifically tell you what these kids are looking for.
Oh, cool. We could put that on our blog.
Do you have it up?
We'll post this. Yeah, so it's sweet-celebrations.org/Christmas. And then also if you just look up the Amazon wish list for Sweet Celebrations, you'll find it there. We'll also put it on all the Courtney Show social media. So if you can make it in person tomorrow from 10 to 2, 314 Sports Cards in Olivet. Benji's going to be there. Say hi to Benji. And then also, you can donate online, so get involved with that as well.
Yeah, so if people donate money, that'll go towards gifts as well. They want to donate cash.
They will do that. They will go get a toy for this kid, or maybe they know who they see the list and who haven't got it yet.
Yes.
Oh, sure.
And then they'll go and get it for him. I mean, this is a really, really cool thing. I hope this is the first one on many. You got to thank Benny Boy.
Ben Boyd.
Yes,
Old
because
Benny Boy.
he put it in my head. He put it in my head. I did this one in Anaheim. It was very successful. We had a truck filled up.
Well, let's try to beat that.
Yes, and we have a
because
we have a chance to do that.
Not when you were there, they didn't, but since then,
yeah, let's try to get. So it's 10 to 2. I'm sorry, I misspoke. I said,
I misspoke. It's 10 to 12.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
10 to 12, yes.
Yeah, I never misspeak.
It's going to be short.
Would Courtney ever misspeak?
Courtney's to make no mistakes.
Courtney's.
You've learned.
They're so perfect.
Well, listen, we will put all of the important information on the Courtney Show page, on Facebook, on Instagram, on our blog at 1065thearch.com. But Saturday, just remember, is 10 to noon, 314 Sports Cards in Olivet.
That'll be awesome. I really, really pray that I know the Cardinal Nation always have a good heart, and always shown it. So I hope that day we can make a difference on some kids.
Great. Thanks, Benji.
Thank you
Thanks
guys
for stopping
having
by.
me. That was awesome.
It's the Courtney Show on the Arch.
The Courtney Show.
All right. Thank you so much to Bengie Molina for coming in. He was just a delight.
Yeah, he was fun.
I would like that to get that a regular thing going with Bengie.
Yeah, because he's got some good insight there.
Yeah, and just cool. I really liked him. Saturday, 10 to noon, 314 Sports Cards in Olivet. Let's outdo Anaheim, people.
Yeah, down with Anaheim.
Yeah, it's only 2 hours. It's a small window, I know, but I'm sure. But, it's not only that, but you can go online. We need to get all that information up for you, where you can just get those gifts from Amazon sent directly to them. And that way you can see the wish list, what they are needing, that kind of thing. So thank you again to Bengie Molina. All right, lots of text to get to. TCS After Hours alert. I just found out that on December 8th, AMC will be showing Die Hard. The Creve Coeur Theater is showing it. That's from Hall of Famer Michael.
Oh,
awesome.
You want that for your Christmas
movie. Somebody texted earlier when we were talking about the speeding, and Tim this morning coming in.
Mm-hmm.
The police think 9, you are fine, 10, you are mine. Don't know if that's true or not.
Good to remember.
And then Super Cindy had texted this a while ago, and I've never heard of anybody else except for my mother doing this. She took a picture of the screen for Below Deck. And on Below Deck, the show on Bravo, the primary guest gives the yacht like different food things that they want for the chef to prepare and things that they love. And it was a screenshot that said, but please, the primary does not eat eggs outdoors.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Your mom is the same way.
I've never heard of anyone besides Karen Landrum that had this issue.
And what was their reasoning?
She says she chokes. There's something.
And that's when it comes to just like eating like that's not the case with like fried rice or something with egg in it as an ingredient.
No, it's just.
Okay.
I don't think so. I don't want to push it.
Right.
Wow. But I've never seen anyone else in my entire life.
She's found her egg twin.
Yeah, I know. All right. This is. Oh, remember yesterday Chris was talking about he really wants to name somebody hamburger sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
And we got that text from the person that talked about using meat as buns for everything.
Yeah, it wouldn't be meat sandwich.
And they texted again, said, was listening to the show and heard you read my story. Sorry, I thought he said meat sandwich for the text line, but it was hamburger sandwich. I mostly eat hamburgers with extra patties for buns. That's why he told me to message you guys. I've been a Courtney listener since Stephen DC. Just I've never texted the show. I'll try to text more. Thanks for not calling me lettuce sandwich. So in their explanation, I think they just confused the name. But they're like, I could totally be hamburger sandwich.
She eats a hamburger sandwich.
Yeah. I don't know.
Burgers and burgers.
Somebody sent a picture of these and they look delicious. They were an Utz potato chip that's available at Schnucks.
Mm-hmm.
They said, I no longer have to go through a new bag of chips like a thief in the night looking for burnt chips. Schnucks has these right out in the open for anyone to buy. They are awesome.
What? They're
some kind of they're Utz chip. and they look really, really good.
What's the flavor?
I'm going to have to find the text, which I can't do now. I'll find it for tomorrow. But they look good. They look different than they're not the tater skins chips, but they look similar.
There's something going on there.
Yeah. Let's see. Hi, it's Amanda. Courtney and my husband went to a movie last night. This morning, one of the first things he said was, "Those sodas are too big. I needed 2 hands for it, and I'm a man." I talked about how big giant sodas are
you need a one-hander.
now. And somebody else, I think Sherry texted, "I always find something fun on the weekend. What's up?" I think for the next few weeks, it would be awesome to have a separate holiday segment of What's Up. It'd be great to know what small communities are doing, tree lightings, what college is putting on a concert, community symphony, having a performance. If you can find that information. I mean,
you do that based on requests or suggestions.
Yes, all communities, let us know what your community is doing.
It'll be a 3-hour show.
Yes, right. They're called dark russet, those Utz chips.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
First time. Oh wait. Then we talked about the in court speeding and should your car not be able to go over the speed limit. I work for State Farm. The technology doesn't monitor your speed all the time for insurance companies. It only monitors how often you go over 80 miles an hour and the duration that you were over that speed. That's from Backflip Don.
Okay.
Let's see what else. The court also talked about the bridal shower and different options. They don't want a bunch of stuff. We had a stock the bar party. It was really fun. Somebody said, Patricia's party, hell with the shower.
Real fun one.
And we had a big chili conversation. My sister owns Chili Max downtown on Pine Street, a block from the stadium. She would love to bring the show some chili. Bring it on.
Yeah,
okay.
We're not saying no to that.
Sounds great.
And then a lot of people texted about popcorn, stringing popcorn. They think their parents, they love doing it when they're kids, but they think their parents were trying to give them something to do to occupy their time.
While they were
to
doing
have
the
some
hard
peace,
work.
because they said it was difficult.
Yeah, it sounds so difficult.
Yeah. My parents strung popcorn cranberries on every tree every year since I was a teen. It looked nice when finished, but took a week to complete and your fingers would be sore.
Oh, it'd have to be.
She said, I tried to do it one year and my husband thought I was insane. My mom and dad still do it, but there's too much else to do rather than carve out a week to string popcorn.
No,
Sorry.
corn.
I just sounded like Phyllis from The Office. There's a thing called garland that you can buy at the store. And then somebody else said that they're 58 and remembers stringing popcorn as a kid for the tree. I can still feel the needle piercing my finger. Don't do it.
Terrible.
It was a ploy to keep us busy. Great text today on the Cheney window and door text line. Tomorrow, it's your last day for Courtney Christmas. We're going to give you all kinds of prizes, and that's it. We're wrapping it up. So be listening sometime between 6 and 10. We will let you know when to call in. 20th caller is going to win all of that. And, of course, it wouldn't be possible without our great sponsors, the Illinois Office of Tourism and Discover Downstate Illinois, in partnership with the City of Belleville and your St. Louis Symphony Orchestra.
Time for your Great Taste Gang Song of the Day. You can request one, and you guys have been bringing it. I appreciate it, but let's keep the requests coming. 1065thearch.com. Great Taste Gang Song of the Day. We had a few of these because it came up earlier in the show. Boom, boom, agalaka, boom.
I don't remember how it came up.
Boom, boom. There was something about, I don't know, something was, not was came up, and that's Don was and was not was. Walk the Dinosaurs, your Great Taste Gang Song of the Day, requested by a handful of people. Roxanne Hahn, Tim Weir, a couple other people. So this is a good one. Enjoy. We'll see you guys back here tomorrow, Friday show. Chris will be back 6 a.m. We appreciate you guys listening. Have a great day.
Well, guys, that was another great podcast. Thanks for listening. If you're hungry, we have food for you at Salt and Smoke at various locations. saltandsmokebarbecue.com. 314-727-0200.
You can count on Cantor. Hi, I'm Mark Cantor of Cantor Injury Law. Cantor Injury Law is local, and that's much different than the other lawyers you see advertising. You can count on Cantor to know you and your injury. Count on Cantor to know the law and how to maximize the money you win in your case. You can count on Cantor because we've been winning cases like yours for 30 years. Visit CantorInjuryLaw.com or call us at 314-628-9999.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisements.